Oh, it's just me now. Hello and welcome to the kill stream. I played the long intro, so the other one, I actually like the other one a little bit better. It's shorter. It has some the doors in there. But that's Meringue Bad. Check him out over on YouTube. It's a very big day. We have Metokur. Metokur's actually already here. I think Dick Masterson's probably here by now. I see Dame Pesos is here. Nick Ricada is going to join us around, I don't know if it's 10:30 or 11, somewhere in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And another reason I played that to open, I will play the other one to close, is because that one doesn't get played quite as much. So that's another reason I played that. Shout out to Meringue Bad. No telling how long it took to make that. Hawaiian Noises celebrating a 1-month streak. Scratch Points hosting. Terry J says, the day is here. It's fucking Friday. Can't abort the retort. Nicholas Diorio says, fuck Tonks. I'd agree with that. Reno Miles says, give me those T.RR set pillars, Ethan. There they are. There's the classic background. There's also the Killstream website on your screen. It's not completed. I don't have the material that I wanted to have up. I will have it up this weekend before I fly out to Los Angeles. It is killstream.live. That is the URL. I think it looks pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself. It will look even better when I get done with it. Arcade Outpost and Gators helped me with that as well. Arcade Outpost says, it's the big one, boys. Flamenco with the host. Shout out to Flamenco. Oswald Mosley, shout out to him. Shin Chan 256B says, Knickers rise up. Pump for the show. Hail victory. Level best. Shout out to Meringue Bad for the blessed intro indeed. Tuesday with a diamond. Shout out to Tuesday. Jabroni says, Tonka is such a bitch. Show your numbers and quit being a cunt. Terry J says, can we start this stream with some Fs for Dark V? Press F in the chat for Dark V indeed. Reno Miles says, yo, Jim wants on for real this time. Check your aim. Scud Moxley says, it's showtime, folks. So, woo! Oswald Mosley, holy fuck, that intro. Yeah, that was quite the ordeal there. T-Clip celebrating a 1-month streak. Let's see. Arcade Outpost says, and a matter of fact, I hope they fucking die. I think I took that from Hard to Kill, or whatever that movie is with Samuel L. Jackson and Matthew McConaughey. Michael Who's It's says, you still got it, Ralphie boy. Thank you. Rig Pixel says, we want Jim. You're about to get him. 41% says 20-minute intro to delay the X tag. Smart. Cass Michael says, I'm submitting this kill stream for a Streamy Award. 1991 Toyota Supra A70 says, me Chinese, me no dumb, me eat dog, yum, yum, yum. Queen Nora's in the chat. 80 user says, shout out to Full Blast Forever. Indeed. Peaceful Sunset says, muted. No, I'm not. Vegeta Fajita says, fuck the establishment. Murlocs rise up. Spanish Inquisition says, 5-hour stream. Godzilla 37 with the diamond. Dead Kulak says, kill string in its prime, baby. Cass Michael says, V for Dark V. He was the best of us, and I do believe I'm caught up now. Okay. Oh. Mr. Lister says, ask Jim if he's still friends with Joe. Okay, I'm not aware of that stuff. Let me go ahead and press mute, though, just in case. We don't know what's going on there in the Hangout. Let's see. Let me do this. Let me also switch over in Discord. Okay, I think I'm already muted. Okay. I think I'm ready to go. Let me go ahead and join. Okay, I do believe we are on the air. Let me switch over here. Okay, we're here. Welcome to the kill stream, gentlemen. Mr. Metokur, welcome back. It's been about 9 months since you've been on the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing? Ethan, Ralph, me, Metokur. I love Israel and the Jews. I believe in the Holocaust. Put it in my rear queer. I love the gun. Yep, I love your guns. The saddest part is the Holocaust. Queer, little
yes.
queer. Please put it in my rear. I love queers and homosexuals.
Yes.
Oh, shit. What a crazy confession we have from Metokur.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
So I knew that was going to happen. I'm glad you went ahead and did it right at the beginning. I already knew that was going to happen. Yes, Dame Pesos is here as well, in case you couldn't tell. And Dick Masterson, Gator's here too. Flamenco's in there. Rambot's in there. I still got to pull him in here in a minute. Dick,
what's up, man?
Yeah, what's up? I'll be at your house here in a couple days. Now, I'm going to start
maybe
with
if the bank doesn't take it from me by then for using too many F-slurs in my private home life, yeah, maybe.
Now, that's
hey, when
why
you're here, can I just, look at your debit cards and smell them and touch them so I feel what it's like to be real again? I think I'm fucking evaporating like Back to the Future because I don't have a fucking bank.
Now, I was going to start with you anyway because of the breaking news with the bank and stuff. Now, tell everybody what happened for those not caught up on what's going on.
Oh, I got my right wing puberty today. The bank deplatformed me. The bank closed my merchant account. Chase shut down my merchant account, which I was using to power New Project 2, the Patreon alternative. Bank of America did it last week, so I had a backup. I thought I was king of the world, but bam, 2 giant banks just told me to go pound sand in the eye of my cock. I'm pretty fucking pissed about it. But there you go. That's what happened.
Now, they waited long enough. Now, New Project 2's been up for what, like 7 months, something like that?
A year, man. It's
wow.
been a fucking year since Sargon spilled spaghetti all over the customer service rep at Patreon and got his account pulled.
Now, you also got since you've been on here last, this just happened this week, too. You got a warning from Patreon. It's almost like somebody's trying to fuck with you, Dick. Like,
does it feel like that to you, Ralph? Does it feel like somebody's trying to fuck with me to you, too? God damn it. I think I missed. I'm gonna burn a shoebox full of foreskins in the front yard tonight. For good luck or something. Fuck, man. I'm just joking. If there's any bankers in the chat, I'm just fucking joking. Yeah, it sure feels like it. Patreon sent me a warning that I violated the TOS because a couple months ago, I tweeted about the Cody Wilson verdict, saying I was offended that the court forced Cody to give the hooker who lied about her age to entrap him or whatever, to trick him into paying her for her services. I was pissed that the court forced him to give her a $5,000 tip, which is what they did. $5,000 restitution. And they said I'm encouraging harassment of the victim. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is a hooker we're talking about.
Now, I saw it on Twitter. Somebody tweeted that she was underage. Obviously, it came out later, but she misrepresented herself as being overage. Now, by that logic, technically, didn't she rape Cody Wilson? Maybe you shouldn't answer this.
Yeah, I can't answer it. If I answer that question, it costs me $25,000.
Never
Put
mind.
it that way.
I withdraw the question. But I started thinking about it, and that sounded, to me, not ascribing my views to anyone else. I'm just saying that had a certain bit of logic to it in my
it's
mind. Called
a joke. It's like, yes, the court just forced a guy to pay a hooker $5,000. That's a tip. That's the joke. That's the inhumanity of legislating prostitution and then shoving a shitload of human trafficking and good old-fashioned American ingenuity from teenage girls in the mix. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. Anyway. That's not how my email to Patreon. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. I don't know what came over me.
Oh, wait, you mean you weren't like Sargon? You didn't take a principled stand and say, you can't work with him, and sorry, this
No, I deleted it. I deleted that tweet before I read the sentence. They said, here's the tweet. I said, you know what? What tweet? I don't know. It's gone.
Now, do you have any ideas for, like backup plan for New Project 2 or?
Hey, man, I'm hoping that banks are like women and they don't talk to each other and they like a good story and they're ready to lay down in bed with a smooth-talking Mexican, but we'll see. I don't know. I hope I'm not on some kind of blacklist.
Now, I know some people suggested, like, pornography, whatever payment process.
He's saying you should turn tricks? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on.
They do charge a higher fee, but honestly, people laugh, but that's what it's coming to, right?
No, bro. Here's the problem with that. The porn processor guys, they're more restrictive than regular processors because of what they handle. Their primary concern is chargebacks because you beat off and then all of a sudden you want your $60 back.
The regret. Yeah.
So they do not like subscription sites. They charge 12-15%. There's no goddamn reason a regular bank should not let me take money. But we'll see. I've talked to a lot of high-risk processors, the porno guys, and they either want nothing to do with me because, like, they want porn. They don't want fuckballs.
Politics and stuff like that, or like anything that might touch that third rail. They're interested in bitches getting naked and getting fucked. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. Aren't we all? I was having such a nice time.
You're going to have to start doing the shows nude, Dick.
Flamenco, I do all the shows nude. Don't you know that? I'm nude right now.
So you add the clothes in post. Okay, I got you.
I've got a saline drip right into my balls right now. That's how upset I am.
Now, Jim, what's going on with the finders? For somebody who hasn't, if somebody who hasn't watched your streams the past week or so, if they haven't, how would you describe the whole finders thing?
Well, I mean, it's funny you bring it up.
I love Israel and the Jews.
Oh, there we go. There we
There
go. Well, no, it's funny you bring it up because, before we even came on air, right, we were all talking in here, and Dick kept telling me, because I was telling him about the Finders, how they're a child fucking cult, and he's like, that reminds me of the bankers I do business with, but don't tell people on stream that I have that opinion. It'll fuck it up for me later on. So, the Finder stuff is weird as shit. I mean, if you read through that stuff with the CIA and just, it's a complete clusterfuck. I had some guy on talking about it. We went a little off into the woods on that one, but I don't know what to tell you. It's a child fucking cult run by the government.
Can you do credit card processing? Maybe I could get in there.
Well, I bet they do, actually. I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, probably the CIA and the government don't have too much problems for the banks there. All right, now let me see. I have quite a few of these rolled in. Oh man, let me see. Where am I at? Oh, ask Jim if he's still friends with Joe. That was a question. I'm not sure what that's in reference to.
Somebody asked me that on a stream like a day or two. I don't know who the fuck Joe is. You got to give me more than just one name. Joe who?
Yeah, I didn't.
The only Joe I know is Piss Pablo.
Angry Joe. Nurak says the motherfucking kill stream. Kyler says it's not even hot outside. Not today. It wasn't. Not here in Richmond. Vegeta Fajita says nah. Fuck you. You aren't caught up now. Oh, sorry, I missed yours. Peaceful Sunset gifted 5 1-month subscriptions to some users here. I'm going to skip through. Shout out to the users that got that, though. Captain Falcon got a subscription. 10 1-month subscriptions from Spanish Inquisition.
Holy shit.
Yes, very kind. A bunch of people got those. 41% says, Dick, Wells Fargo does business with cartels. I'm just saying. Yeah, that's a fair point, though, actually. These banks do all kinds of dirt. End up doing all kinds of criminal shit, and then they get a little, just a little tacky, little ticky-tack fine, and then just keep on doing what they're doing.
Cartels don't make fun of
you're
fat
running
women.
drugs on the side.
Maybe I will. I'll start doing that.
I mean, you are Mexican. It wouldn't be that big of a stretch, would it? Natty
I can't
80...
stop dealing drugs because I'm Mexican. I throw it in there.
Natty 87 says, staying up late in the UK for this one. Hans Handsome says, smoke and drink in hand, entertain me. Overton Chip says, time to fight club the banks. Oh, I disavow. Lubu says, Dick, can you take Diners Club? Good question. They also called you sexy, but I won't repeat that. Colonel J says, gentlemen, is it even hot outside? Natty 87 says, black pilled in the UK right now, Cornwall forever. 1991 Toyota says, Ian Miles Chong consumes dog meat. Yeah, Ian Miles Chong has been, and I'll just toss that. I don't know if you've seen this, Jim. But the last 2 or 3 days, I know you did a stream on Nick, so I know you saw that. But have you seen Ian Miles Chong trying to insert himself directly into the middle of this for no other reason that I can tell besides he works for Will Chamberlain and Human Events now?
Yeah, he's always done that. Like it's funny because Nick keeps getting shit from people like Seb Gorka, this fucking 6-year-old guy who has to take a piss break every 2 minutes, and he's been calling Nick a grifter. But like when you're looking at Ian Miles Chong, he's a definition of that. He's almost like Baked Alaska. He just goes from group to group to group, inserts himself into it, has some fucking hot take, and then a month later disavows the former hot take and is now on the other side of it. He should be out there flashbanging his dinner. I'm sorry, dogs. And, sticking his fucking nose into business that doesn't belong in. So I don't know what he's doing.
Well, you know what he was doing a year ago? He was on this fucking show. And there's clips of him on Heel Turn and other shows. And, of course, he was actually a business partner with Andy Worski and was on, all these...
Andy Worski, was that the guy that he called SWAT on to get killed?
Yeah, that's him. Yes, that's
okay,
him.
That was Wild Goose, wasn't it?
No, I'm fairly certain that Ian Miles Chong called the Canadian police and told them Andy Worski was on drugs and had a weapon and was going to hurt somebody.
That was this same calendar year, actually. That wasn't even last year. That happened this exact same year, yes. I don't know if you've seen that, Dick. You have any commentary? Or Dame, you've been very quiet tonight other than the audio. I saw that Hot Wheels called you out yesterday for bullying him. Did you see that?
Pussy. Yeah, he was like, your career is only made of bullying, even though some of the people that you bully are fucking cocks.
Yeah, he said your whole career you were nothing but a bully, and that's how you got known, and that's what you do. And now you're bullying him. And I didn't know if you had an official response to that. Or
It's true.
Yes, what career? What a fucking career. It's fucking unbelievable how having a YouTube channel is now a career. Don't even have ads. You fucking career.
You're not worried about the
money.
Dame brand? You trademark your laugh?
No, I'm gonna sell merchandising.
That's the way to do it. I recommend
Yes. Boulder's hat.
Mr. Lister
I
says,
love Israel and the Jews. Best friends forever.
Great
Club.
oh my God. Mr. Lister says, Dick Bigelow, Mel Gigolo, Vegeta Fajita says, I paid NP2 yesterday. Did you get money, Dick? That is a fair question. It looked like they all went through according to the dashboard.
Yeah, anything that went through is sitting in my account for now, unless the bankers get a twitch in the middle of the night to start
they do
siphoning
that.
away from that.
Sometimes they do. So hopefully that doesn't.
Oh, I see where this is going. It's sitting in your account, is it there, champ? Oh, the bank fucked me, guys. I'm sorry, everybody.
This is my plan all
Exit
along. There
scam.
was no deplatforming at all. I just wanted to get all that money loaded up, and then I'm gone.
Are we sure it's Masterson and not
I
Master
love
of
Israel and the Jews.
Yeah, it's in there. If it processed today, it'll be in there. When I get a new account set up, if I find a bank stupid enough to let me do
I'm working
business with
real
them-
hard over here, guys. Trust me.
Trust me, guys. Trust me. And then I'm going to go check myself into rehab. Me and Peterson are going to be roommates while we're working on our systems.
Oh, Hands Handsome just resub for a month. Hawaiian Noises resub for a month, 2-month streak. Let's see. Reno Miles says Jim's a Fed now. Neela Moon says Ethan Ralph, it's me, Jim. Shinchan 256B says got a glass of whiskey, a fire, and no pants. Let's go. Cass Michael says Dick, can you process Taco Bell gift cards?
Yes, I can process those on my person. If you just find a crevice on me and swipe them, I can instantly give you what you want.
Nicholas DiOrio says Quartering just said Ian used crowdfund money on eThoughts. Yeah, we talked about that with Quartering once or twice. How not only that, he lied to get one of his eThoughts hired at Quartering's whatever exclusively games.
Was that the one that cucked him? Well, didn't he get cucked
Yeah.
by a woman that wanted
Yes.
to fuck Worthy after he tried to get him flashbanged?
Yes. That was the one. So that was the one that actually recorded him. She's the one that put out the audio. So these are two different women. One, he got hired at Quartering's exclusively games, and then he was so bad at his job there and so pathetic and pissed off so many people he had to get fired. So that came out after. But there's another chick, and that's Alex, and that's who Worski, ended up getting with later or whatever. And yeah, Ian was also trying to talk to her and act all badass and cool in DMs, and that's when he told the swatting story was to her.
He's a Chad,
so
man. That's a Chad
That's how
move.
that came out. That makes panties drop immediately when he's
Getting dog shot.
I don't know I don't understand why that sounded cool or what, but it's not even a story like, oh, hey, I went and beat this guy's ass. Like, that's the most bitch thing you could possibly do. I called the police to try to get somebody else killed. Like, what? It's not, oh, yeah, this guy was talking shit and I smashed his face. No, I tried to get somebody killed through an intermediary. Like, what the fuck? That's the most pussy thing I can think of.
Hey, baby, I can make a phone call and make people disappear. Hey, let's go out on a date.
What is this? Reno Moss says, Dame, your laughs are like, and then they do your laugh. I love it. Zyklon Steve says, save Gorka's orcas from the Japanese groypers. Gorka, oh man, talk about grifters. Gorka, it's almost impossible to watch his fucking show because
it is fucking impossible. He's got they were calling it a boomer bladder. Like he gets up I timed it. Every 2 to 5 minutes he goes on a 5-minute break. And what AM radio station is he hosted on?
Yeah, I mean, so I grew up listening to AM radio and I still do on occasion. I'm not aware of, usually it's, so they come back around usually 6 minutes past the hour, and then they'll stay on till around 20 minutes past the hour or so, and then they'll take another commercial and come back. I don't know where he's at. He said he had 2 million. Did you hear this, by the way, Jim? That he said he had 2 million listeners. And
I love that he begged them. Fucking begged them. Yeah, he's like, oh, I'm getting bullied by a little Mexican guy on the internet. Please give me thumbs up, and nobody would. He's just in the bathroom in a rage, selling his body pillows and Metamucil. That's great.
2 million listeners. He put out the clarion call that he needed your help to defeat fascism or something like that. And 200 people showed up. It was
they've been doing it to him for 4. I promise you, even if you're not into the politics of this, just keep an eye on Gorka's live stream because he's going to fucking go crazy in another week or two. He's losing his shit because they fuck with him relentlessly.
They're not going to stop.
Plus, he takes call-ins.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he takes call-ins.
Yeah, he does.
Maybe they were all on a
I've just
bathroom
deleted
break.
another 30 callers.
I'm not sure if he realizes this or not, but they're not gonna stop. Let's see. Kyler says, me Malaysian, me play joke. Honkamania 117 says, Dick, I'll give you $5 if you spit in my mouth. That is the most disgusting super chat I think I've ever gotten.
Yeah, you got it. Whoever that is. Are you a banker? Just tell me you're a banker. I'll spit in your mouth. All these years I've been coming on here telling you to support your local banks, and this is what they do to me.
Kyler says, me get
By
pussy.
the way, Ralph, we're off of X-Tag right now.
Oh, yes. Ooh. Hold on.
I was
Before we
waiting
get
for
too
somebody-
spicy.
I was waiting for somebody to start screaming out racial slurs. Come on, guys, wake up!
Well, Rand is in the call room, so it's only a matter of
Yeah,
time.
we'll grab Rand here in a second. Let's see. Kyler says, me by rope. Actually, Kyler says, me get no pussy. Then he says, me by rope. Cass Michael says, will there be discussion on the finders? Well, we talked about it a little bit, but we'll probably take some calls if some other people want to bring it up some more. Mr. Lister says, isn't constant urination a sign of prostate cancer? I don't know. Gorka might want to get
I think he has the diabetes because he's got a bit of he's a hefty dude, right? So I'm thinking he just sits there, drinks sugary drinks, and then every time he comes back to, if you watch, he's always kind of fucking with a zipper. He's taking a tinkle every time.
And he's
What a
scrolling. Is he? Do you think he's actually looking at the YouTube chat and stuff while he's?
Oh my God, yeah.
It
He
appears like he is.
He looks at his phone every fucking minute. Yeah, he's getting furious with it.
Constant stars of David.
Matt Fields in the Lino chat says, I would take a bullet for any of you fuckers. Love you all. Well, thank you for that. I hope it doesn't.
Can I use
come
your
to
social security number to get a merchant account?
that. I hope it doesn't come to that.
I
But
love Israel and the Jews.
Reality Check says, hey, Jim, Google Frank Fuster parole from 2018. Rebel Selt says, finally, Metokur has the balls to face Bibble. Zyklon Steve says, can Sweetie Squad fund Gorka's colostomy bag?
We'll work on it. We'll get him one.
Shin Chan 256B says, bake my cookies, Gorka. All right. Let's
I like
see.
how you just ran over that one super chat there. Apparently he doesn't have, because everybody's just been running interference. Everybody's been running interference for Jim here.
For Jim.
Not letting me get a word in edgewise.
He's here. I mean,
I'm right here. We've already been on stream together. Ethan, Ralph, it's me, Metokur.
Don't try your tricks on me, Gator. All right.
No, it's
All right, which one of you is the real Metokur?
I love Israel and the Jews. I believe in the Holocaust. The saddest part is the Holocaust.
I can't tell the
Queer, little queer. Please put it in my rear. I love queers and homosexuals.
I think
All right, that's the real Metokur.
I can't tell which one is
Ethan,
real.
Ralph, it's me, Metokur.
okay.
All right, Jim. Did you or did you not do your stream? I can't do the smuckles like someone we know, but did you or did you not do your stream on the finders so that
I
you
love
could hide?
Israel and the Jews.
Fuck you, Gator. Hold on.
Great answer.
Just wait a second.
Good
Did you or did you not?
The best answer. Go ahead, Bibble. Go ahead.
Did you or did you not do your stream on the finders so that you could hide your own grooming activities, so you could distract from that?
Fucking, you got him. You got him. Targon was right all along.
Got him! I got him! 112 and 0! I rest my case. I am undefeated still.
I wonder if these finders were used for child sex responses like Terry tried to warn us of.
You know, I was thinking about that reading over it. I was like, holy shit, maybe Terry Davis was actually 100% fucking correct, and there really were CIA 9-year-olds trying to get him to engage in illegal activities.
Let's see. Vegeta Fajita says, Ralph, have you ever had Lee's Chicken in RVA? No, I actually haven't, but I've heard that it's good. Maybe I should check that out. Reno Miles says, Bibble. He's quoting Bibble here. Oi, mate, the dingo ate my baby, mate. I guess that's a cue for me to see what Rambot's doing here, too. Let me bring him in. Oh, shit. All right, there we go. Okay. Also, BlizzCon, I saw you talking about that today. We covered it a couple weeks ago when the whole Blizzard stuff broke out, but of course, it just happened today, so we really haven't covered BlizzCon.
Oh, BlizzCon was fantastic this morning.
Showing up in Winnie the Pooh suits. I guess you were following it closer than me, so maybe you could give a little.
Oh, I'll give you a quick. I'll give you a quick summary. So, let's everybody give a congratulations to J. Allen Ballard. What the hell is the guy's name? The president of Blizzard, the guy that gave the opening speech, the apology. He's close to transitioning fully now. I don't know if you saw what he looked like, but that dude, he's 1 foot in a dress already. So he goes up on stage and shows off his new tits. And then they go and show the new games, which is basically Diablo 3.5, Overwatch 1.5, and like a new dragon card in Hearthstone. So it was a real bang-up fucking show. Really worth the wait.
Oh, yeah.
I have it in show links.
Yeah, I'm showing a bunch of the pictures on the screen now too with the Winnie the Pooh costumes. Let me see. Oh, you have a picture of him, Gator? Hold on. Oh my god.
Oh wow, he does
Yeah,
look like he's transitioning.
Twitter.
What is this?
Yeah, doesn't he? He looks like that. Yeah, and I wasn't making that up. This dude's a tranny.
Wow, that skullet's got to go, man.
Oh yeah, it looks like he's got some kind of makeup on too.
And he's got a little pride flag pin on his lapel on the right. If you look on the collar, he's got a little rainbow.
I think he's holding his penis between his thighs. Too. You can tell by the way he moves.
The look on his face says it all, I'm afraid. All right, let's see. We do have a few callers. Why not try one? See if this works. Yato, you're on the air on the kill stream. Go ahead.
Hello. It's me, Metokur.
Let me
Queer,
meet the
queer,
three
little
real quick.
queer. Please put it in my rear. I love queers and homosexuals.
Oh shit, it's a real Metokur.
Oh my gosh. Hello. I love you all. Asterios is a fat faggot, and he got dick taken off of everything.
We love Asterios. Don't say that.
Asterios Kokonos abuses women.
I need a bigger TV, dick. And guess what, dick? You're paying. Oh!
Defend yourself, cuck.
I don't even know what's going on. All right.
It seems like another life. And that was this week.
Okay. All right. Let's try another caller. Sika Lothar, you're on the kill stream. Go ahead.
Yes. I eat poop. It's good morning. Good morning. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Can anyone hear me? Good morning.
Yes, we can hear you. Go.
Mr. Metokur. Can anyone hear me? Oh, good. You can hear me.
Yes.
That's me. Good. Metokur. I really have complaints over here. I'm an inner Mongolian currently residing in Singapore. I really file complaints. I really like file complaints. So whenever I listen,
me Chinese, me no dog, me eat dog, yum.
Sorry. Somebody played. Go ahead. Repeat that.
Gold Star. He left.
He's gone.
Was he so offended that he left?
Gold Star caller.
Oh, come on.
Come back, Mongolian.
The Mongolian fears the soundboard.
Oh, man, he
Me
left.
Chinese, me play joke, me put pee-pee in your Coke.
So how's your birthday party going, Ralph?
Oh, it's going good. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I think I mentioned this at the beginning. I'm not sure if I did. I know I mentioned it during the week. This is 1 year since we got kicked off YouTube to the day, November the 1st, 2018.
Your Death Day party.
Yes, the Death Day party. We're still here with the classic background. My day is going pretty good, actually, Brand. How's your day going?
Oh, it's going all right. Look, it was very subtle, but I did pick up on your little message there, bringing me in half an hour later. Don't worry, I picked up on it loud and clear. You obviously wanted me to prep by pounding ciders, without being inhibited by talking.
Of course, yes.
Oh, Ralph, this is Rand. Is this the guy you were talking about earlier in private chat when you said the pussy that ran away from Andrew Anklin?
Oh. Yeah, that's him. Yeah,
Was that the one you're like, just keep it under your hat, Jim? All right.
Yeah, I was saying don't mention how scared he was of angling on air.
It's true. I'm terrified of him. He's probably got a whole bunch of questions. He's probably got a whole bunch of questions he wants to ask me that I'd be highly uncomfortable answering.
Anyway, how's it going, Ryan?
Doing fantastic. It was a hell of an intro. When you said, I was looking at it and I was going, who the fuck put this together? And you said Meringue Bad. And I go, of course.
Yes, that
intro was gold.
That was even more acid wash than the other Meringue Bad video that I'm going to play at the end of the show. By the way, speaking of people coming into the show, Nick Rekieta is still going to join us here on the program. Okay, Rand, do you got something to say or? A question or some type of
a lot of it
profound...
already got said. You know, I wanted to point out a few things about Seb Gorka, but I think they already got pointed out. I just want to point out he looks like it kind of looks like Rip Torn, and if he was just fed incredibly fatty lemons, he's not looking too good, and he's probably not going to.
He's looking busted as shit. Have you been watching his streams, watching him freak out?
I've been watching the highlights of it. So the Strong Al community is, why don't you go onto YouTube and give us a thumbs up? We'll show those trolls who we are here on America First. And then he gets 500 upvotes and 3,000 downvotes.
Oh, okay,
nice showing there, knockoff Rip Torn.
This is what I'm kind of wondering. Is part of this because Fuentes' show is called America First? Because they both have the same name
that
for a
actually
show.
occurred to I don't really think it is, but that crossed my mind too, because they do have the same name for the show. And to be fair, I mean, look, America First, the saying America First has been out there for a while. So I won't even say that he stole it. But yeah, that did cross my mind. And Gorka, this has been brought up by others, but he does have a lot of nerve going on there and talking about what a real American. He's got like 15 different passports talking about real American values and all this and that when he has no real ties to the country in the first place. It's kind of hilarious. Let's see. Go ahead, Rand. You're going to say something?
I was just going to put, there's this, and obviously they don't get the memes, but every time they keep going, we conservatives believe, and both Kirk and Seb do the same thing. We, the conservatives, we, the conservatives.
Honestly,
it's like
look,
these fucking pod people have come in and decided that they're the real human beings.
There's a lot
how do
of
you
things,
do, fellow kids?
Look, there's a lot of things they don't get, and what I don't understand is why they don't just hire somebody who clearly understands what's going on. Because just this whole week, I mean, this stuff has kind of been bubbling.
They do keep hiring people who know what's going on, and then they have to fire them.
Well, I'm just saying, look, this stuff has been bubbling for a while with Fuentes, and this whole week they've just compounded mistake after mistake, and they're making it worse and worse by responding and just blowing it up. They're doubling, tripling his audience.
Yeah, they are. He's gained 6,000 people on YouTube and 8,000 on Twitter just in the last week from this.
Yeah, it's unbelievable what they're doing for this guy, and I hate, maybe I shouldn't say it out loud, but that's not the right strategy. I don't understand what exactly they're going for here. It just doesn't really make sense to me. They're increasing his profile, making him more well known, and I mean making him more money too. To be frank, so
you know what you have to do.
At the end of the day, their strategy is to try to get him deplatformed off of everything, so they don't care how big of a profile they give him. If they're just going to take it away at the end of the day.
We conservatives are flying this plane, and while the racist and anti-Semitic autopilot keeps telling us to pull up, we know the true direction is by pushing the joystick straight up and plunging directly into the ground. America first.
Well, Ralph, you know what you have to do? Call into Groper's show and start talking about wooden doors.
Well, I think one of the biggest things about this is that like Nick didn't do this as like a strategic months in preparation planning to like do this. This was on a whim, it seems, and he was able to like to fill a Q&A session with 9 out of 11 of his people asking like really like awkward questions to Charlie Kirk.
Well,
and
so
like that.
Yeah, there's a reason for this. First off, one of the reasons they're having a hard time slowing it down is because they have this tour schedule, and there's a different fucking stop every single day. So there's more and more opportunity to keep the story rolling. So it's either A, cancel the tour, cancel the Q&A. I mean, there's not a lot of good options here, so they can't really stop it that way. And then when you have the Q&A section, only the most dedicated people usually get up and ask a question. So you have the people who will even show up for something like this in the first place. Going to see Charlie Kirk speak, I hate to break this to the audience, that's not really seen as like a hip thing to do, you know. Most people got other shit they'd rather do than go to a TV USA event. So you narrow it down to that level already. So then you have the people that show up. Then you have a separate cut of the people who will actually get up and ask a question. So if you're one of those dedicated people, you're a big fan of Nick's and you're there already, you already have a leg up in terms of asking a question. You're way more likely to have one of Nick's people ask a question than somebody who just got roped into one of these. A lot of times they'll fill it up by saying, I've been in this shit that's happened to me before where, if you go to this event where this Politico's there speaking, you get extra credit in your class and stuff like that. That's how they fill up a lot of these, actually. So don't be fooled necessarily when you see if you see a lot of people there.
Even with that, I mean, it's not a huge turnout. Like, if it wasn't for Nick
and
his audience, there'd be nobody sitting in these fucking things. Are you guys surprised by the people that have? I've been paying attention to like who's coming out on what side, and it's been really interesting. I mean, you got like Stefan Molyneux, Michelle, was it Malkin, the Asian?
Malkin.
Yeah. What was it? I think Cernovich like straddled the fence on it.
Cernovich is kind of riding it. I've noticed that too, and I talked to Mike recently. Yeah, he seems to be kind of trying to ride the middle of it a little bit. But Ann Coulter was retweeting a bunch of anti-Charlie Kirk stuff yesterday too.
Mike Cernovich doesn't want to have a Dick Masterson experience when he checks his bank account tomorrow.
Anne recognizes that Nick is the straight Milo. He's so she's got to lay in on him. She's got.
Well, I do think part of it is, and Jim can take it from there too, but I think a lot of it is you can see which part of the dispute has the juice. You know what I mean?
You can see who's having fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Israel and the
Captain
Jews.
Pisspan.
When is O.J. Simpson buying that bank again, Ralph?
Wait, go ahead, Jim.
No. I was just saying, Kirk's outgunned. I mean, you can't watch this shit take place and be like, oh yeah, Kirk's the one that's coming out the winner of this.
Yeah, like the momentum is all clearly on Nick's side. Like you don't even have to be, some meme lord, expert, internet person to see which side is winning.
Well, yeah, only one side's laughing. That's the thing. Exactly. You think random people coming across this just want to have a chuckle, a smuckle, if you will. And watching Seb Gorka shit himself in rage every day.
Exactly.
Fucking great.
All right, let's try to roll through some of these. I see there is quite a few callers in here. Let's see. Cultured Australian, you're on the kill stream. Go ahead.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
Now there's a username that's a contradiction in terms.
I was about to say oxymoron if I ever saw one.
A walking contradiction. Go ahead, sir. Ask your question or speak your comment or whatever. Either one. That's neither.
Wow.
That's doing neither. Go ahead.
Just wanted to say, Metokur, you're an absolute legend, bro.
Ethan, Ralph, it's me, Metokur. I love Israel and the Jews.
Holy shit. It's the real Metokur.
Queer, little queer. Please put it in my rear. I love queers and homosexuals.
Thank you. Go ahead, caller.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, beautiful. So I was just watching fucking Beto O'Rourke brush his teeth and talk a bunch of shit, and I don't know, just get his hair done and shit. I just thought it was the gayest crap, man. What are you planning on doing with that guy?
Me? I'm not going to do anything with him.
Yeah, Ralph.
What's the deal, Ralph?
I'm not doing anything with him. No.
How are you going to handle the skateboarding furry? Go ahead.
No. He's much too. No.
With a rope.
He's too old for me. I can't handle that.
Was that who was the with the rope comment from?
I think that was Gator.
That was Gator.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was Dick. I was gonna be like, kiss the Patreon.
Oh shit, Gator has
I
a
eat poop and
Patreon.
am a homosexual.
Oh, okay. So I'm glad you mentioned
that drop sounded different this time.
I'm glad you mentioned that cultured Australian. Beto O'Rourke, he ended his campaign today, even after he went full gun grabber a month or two ago. It didn't propel him. Remember when, I don't know if everybody here remembers, but there were all these articles last fall saying, when's Beto going to announce? Everybody's waiting on it. First off, he waited way too long to fucking announce. He lost a lot of institutional support and money, but that's another point. But when he finally did announce, it's just been a straight downfall, pretty much. Not quite as bad as Kamala Harris, but just
with a campaign promise like we're going to have the greatest domestic police action ever seen as my inaugural act as president. Somehow he didn't make the cut.
So Beto's done. Kamala Harris, there's another story. Let me see if I can pull that up, actually. I had that ready.
Yeah, what are you going to do, Ralph, when Beto cuts another promo like that and comes after you? I think that's the true question he was asking when he starts saying, yes, we're going to come to your house, Ralph, and we're going to see you on the 28th
That's
at Madison
fine.
Square Garden.
That's fine. I don't have any guns. I'm legally prohibited from having those anyway.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
So I don't have to worry about him coming to take mine because I don't have any. But if you look at Politico, this is also another story today. Kamala Harris shutters her New Hampshire offices. It's not going very well. If you look at the latest polls, she's running at like 3-4%. Tulsi Gabbard, who knifed her back in August, is challenging her in some of these polls. So Beto and Kamala looking both dead in the water. What do you think 2020 is looking like, Jim?
A lot of laughs. If I'm going to be honest, a lot of fucking laughs probably coming up. I wish the skateboarding furry had stayed in a little longer. Who was the dude that played with dollhouses in his fucking grandma's garage?
Oh,
The one that wanted to. He was like, "I'll nuke gun owners." He went really fucking crazy with it.
Swalwell. Yeah.
Of course, he's a Democrat. Why wouldn't his name be Swallow?
The only answer to a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a nuclear weapon.
Wasn't Swalwell? He was running for president too at one point. Yeah, for like 15 minutes.
So
everyone was running for president back then.
Who's left then? I mean, that's what Yang, Gabbard. I mean, is it going to go to Biden? He's so confused on stage half the time.
I don't know. I always thought
it's going to go to Biden or Sandy.
Hillary.
You know what I think?
It's gonna be Biden.
I think it's Biden or Elizabeth Warren, because if you look at a lot of the fundamentals, Warren is really strong, and you look at a lot of the state-to-state polling. I've always thought Biden had a clear shot pretty much, but he's been coming off. I mean, because he's really old, and he's really not on the cutting edge at all in terms of policy and.
Now, what clued you into his age? Was it when he referred to black people as the coloreds during debates?
The coloreds, or when his teeth almost fell out of his mouth and hit the floor. That was one. Or when his fucking eye started spontaneously, like a blood vessel burst in his eye spontaneously on stage. I don't think I've ever heard of such a thing. Like, what? Oh man, this guy needs to be in assisted living, not out for president. But that's
why I hope he does kind of get it, because it'd be so good if he does.
Oh, let's see. Banana Yams in the Lino chat says this is like the G7 for shit posters. Let's see, where else are we at? Nurak says, can we get a shout out for the Roast Mortem cast? The Roast Mortem. I'm not sure. I don't know what the Roast Mortem is, but shout out to them. Psycho Dad resubbed. Reno Miles says, Bibble, please sit up on stream. This is important. Neela Moon says, Bibble versus Metokur. Chat wins. Clifford C. Clavin just simply says V. Stacy Marcherie with some diamonds. Cass Michael says, Asterios abuses women. That's a good topic that we're about to get to.
Asterios abuses women.
Nurak says, RIP stream.me. I would agree with that. Reno Miles says, Jim. 6 million to 1. Actually, it says 6 million to 0. The ratio there. Bang. Wait, what does it say? Bang in your mom. Just kidding. It says boner. Bang in your mom. Just kidding. Says flaccid. Then 30D disagrees. Says Seb Gorka looks like Rip Torn now. A corpse. Nurak says Seb Goika. Spanish
Oh, wow.
Inquisition says press 5 for 5-hour stream.
Game
Godzilla,
recognizes game.
Godzilla 37 says Nick equals America first. Gorka equals Israel first. Level Best says Sweetie Squad / Nicker Alliance now and forever. Jim, what question would you ask in the Q&A? That's a very good question, actually.
In what Q&A? The Q&A.
If you were up there,
Charlie Kirk ones.
if you were up there with Charlie Kirk or Crowder or any of these people, what would you ask?
Oh, I wouldn't be allowed to have
Israel
a
and the
fight.
Jews.
Yeah. God, I honestly, because to see how uncomfortable Kirk gets, he was starting to lose his shit. I'd keep asking about the USS Liberty. The first couple times, he was like, well, let me be reasonable. This is what I think. The last one, he went full Greta. How dare you ask that question? Don't you dare besmirch Israel.
It's clearly irritating him now.
Oh, it's pissing him off, yeah.
At first, he's like, oh, yeah, well, I'll deal with these couple trolls. Let me show how magnanimous I am. Now it's clearly getting to be a grind. That's why I wonder if they're even going to finish this.
Oh, you know what'd be great? If you could dress up like a Jewish rabbi and get up and and just start. No, wait. And you start dancing, and then you say, what am I? What am I? Simple answer.
That one guy who was like, man, that was a racist thing. It's like, I know he went to Israel. Israelis just are the best dancers. Everyone should Google it. That was,
the Google trend after it, everybody was looking it up. It
It
was amazing.
legit trended too. Purge All Goblin says, great show, Ralph. Keep it up. Very kind of you. Thank you. 80 user says, thanks, Jim, for the cool made in Bangladesh hats. Rebel Selt says, says, ask Jim his thoughts on Matt not being the father. Well, there you go. What are your thoughts on that arc from a few weeks ago? Yeah.
I'm loving whoever is running the MC Jarbo account.
Oh, God.
Fucking amazing music.
How good is that? Oh, dude. I can't get over it. It's
always
almost,
had really good music.
It's so good, it's almost wasted on making fun of somebody like Monday Matt, to be honest. Almost, because it is great. But like you sit there, you agree with me though? Like it's almost so good that you think, wow, this guy could be doing this to anybody. But yeah, it has been pretty epic.
Speaking of music, Dick's running. I don't know if Jim knows about this. Dick is recording a little Christmas album about Mundane Matt.
You know what? I was just looking that up. It's not me. It's My Room Records who sends a lot of music into my show. I think it's Fatsmith.fun or something. He's doing a Christmas album dedicated to.
What's the name of the album? Is it Asterios Abuses Women?
That should be a bonus track.
That's the B-side, yeah.
That's a bonus track. That needs to be now.
I think it's Fatsmas Carols. That's close. Maybe you heard it wrong.
Or is it Batsmas for baseball Batsmas? Is that what it is for Asterios?
Fatsmas
is that his motto?
Right?
Baseball Batsmas.
Asterios and women and abusing doesn't appear anywhere in the URL.
In the URL, just the title.
Oh God! All right, Mr. Lister says Beto dropped out. Yes, I realize. Thank you for reminding me, though. Dead Kulak says, if Biden is the candidate, he may die, and I'll laugh. Tuesday with the diamond. Shout out to Tuesday. Zyklon Steve says, can we get an N-word tower in chat for Rand? I disavow. Now, Dick, what's
Give
going on?
me some of the money.
Dick.
That was the wrong one.
Dick, what's going on with the whole Asterios thing?
Oh, God. This seems like a lifetime ago that we're talking about on Monday. I guess. The guy was running his mouth. I heard from fans that he was running about his mouth about my private life, and it pissed me off because it seemed like he was using me as currency, and
now,
I did overreact. Go ahead.
I just want to ask you real quick. Now, what kind of was it malicious how he's saying it? I mean, first off, if you're saying that shit out of school, I mean that's a violation no matter what. But what? I guess in what I'm not asking you what he said, but what was the manner of it? You know what I mean? What was? How would you
felt
describe
it was private and disparaging, and I got the feeling as though I was being used as a currency, so he could gossip with with fans. It pissed me off. I had maybe one or two drinks, and I laid into him on Twitter, but. The problem is, I don't know. You asked if it's malicious. I don't know. Stupidity and malice kind of blur at some point. I think everybody.
Why not both?
Yeah, I think people attribute things to stupidity when they want to like someone and malice when they want to not like someone. But I just got sick of it. I got sick of all the duplicity and the one story here and the lies that I know about. To find myself, and then immediately after he comes and asks me for 50 G's. So
now explain that because I didn't know. Now wait, I didn't know.
Dick, I'm hitting you up for money. I need money to not tell
money.
secrets.
Yeah,
give me some money.
No, wait,
I need some money. And again, just so you don't get
no,
shit, give me the money.
No. So I didn't know the full story on the 50G. So why don't you tell me what that is? Somebody on here, I think it was Hazen Cruz. By the way, Hazen Cruz is going to come in on Wednesdays going forward, along with the other cornucopia of hosts here.
I heard you guys talking. It was like two Elvis impersonators talking to each other, like their accents each other.
He also has the southern twang. This is true.
I pictured those two guys those fat guys riding motorcycles together. This is that podcast.
I know
if those guys had a podcast, this is what it would be.
Nah, but he mentioned the 50K. Now, from your perspective, obviously you're a principal in the whole formulation here. What happened with the 50K?
Well, after Maddox's lawsuit got tossed out, there was a possibility of a countersuit, and Asterios called into my show, rolling out his GoFundMe legal offense fund, which was fine, but then he brought up me paying for his countersuit, which is $50,000. I thought I asked some reasonable questions about it, but he didn't seem to think so, or he didn't want to hunker in for another year-long legal fight for entertainment purposes, which is what it would be. And then I never heard from him again, or I heard from him once or twice after that. It was always weird. Everyone was always weirded out by it. I was very weirded out by it, and I was beating myself up for the years, and what the hell happened? How could that have been handled differently? But that's what happened. Then I come to find out, from a guy a year later that he's running his mouth and talking about my personal life, which pissed me off. And that was the result of it. It's not behavior I'm proud of, but what can I say? You can't. If you want to have overreacted, you can't go back and do that, but you can always just apologize for an overreaction. That's true. My motto.
But obviously things were already kind of a little bit frayed. Because and I'm completely from the outside, of course, and I've never talked about this ever in my life. But I mean, I always thought it was strange how Asterios just kind of I never, what I mean, disassociated. I think in that text he talked about, maybe I'll re-engage someday or whatever when I want to, or I don't know. I just thought it was really strange from the outside. He goes and
does a show with a pedophile lover, so I guess we're not that toxic after all. I don't know.
He goes and acts like a massive bowl of fruit for over a year. Did you really overreact? I don't think most people felt.
But
so.
It seems strange from you to you, just on the inside too. What the fuck? This is kind of weird.
All I'm saying, Ralph, is if when you come into my house next week, if you tell anybody what you see here, we're just gonna be a big fucking problem. I'm gonna spurg out all day, every day.
Wait, what happens if we get Ralph back and he needs a cushion to sit down and he's like, Dick said I can't talk about it?
No, but it would be like all of a sudden. But it would be like all of a sudden if I never mentioned actually it's even worse than that because he was on your show, like an official part of your show or whatever. But it'd be like if somebody who was a big part of my show, I just never mentioned them anymore. Like I never mentioned Dick. I came back from LA, we did all that stuff, and I just never spoke about you again. And just I don't know. It just was really strange. Behavior from the
it's also that you need to put together a TED Talk if you're pissed off at anyone on the internet anymore. Like, what do you mean? Why are you pissed off at that guy? Well, hey, everyone, welcome to my 17-minute fucking PowerPoint of why this guy is the devil. I just took it personally and acted like a bitch. That's all.
Now, let me ask you this to be the full talk. The full, there's somebody weighing in. Is there any way to mend fences on this?
Mend fences? Well, liquor starts and solves most of my problems, so I'm not going to say no.
So you could mend things with Asterios, you say?
Yeah, I don't see why not. If I could mend things with Maddox, then sure, I could see things going well. But I just got a bad feeling about the whole thing. I don't see anything improving, but that's just me.
All right.
Dick was a cock.
It wasn't me. It was stereo.
Well, you know that if anyone asks me if we're cool, I have to say yes. So anyone besides Matt asks me if we're cool, I have to say yes.
Oh, 80 user says, I already read that one. Hold on. Where am I at? Let's see. Oh, my goodness.
That's the weirdest shit with Matt.
Honkamania 117 says Jew Asterios, and he uses a certain substitute for Asterios' last name, abuses Palestinians. Pro-Truth Antimedia says, I have a huge Gorka drop. All right. He says he has a...
Yeah, but it'll just be a toilet flushing effect.
Wait, he says he has a Gorka drop. Let's see. All right, what's the Gorka drop?
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so the point the other day when you were live streaming, he talked about how he was praising the Hungarian Rising of 1956. A guy called in and Gorka was all, yes, that was amazing. I wouldn't be alive today if that didn't happen.
And it was explicitly an anti-Jewish uprising, for those who know their history.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
If you look up David Irving, Hungary, in YouTube, you'll find him giving a talk explaining how in 1956, anti-communist uprising was originally started as an anti-Jewish pogrom because the communist government was so filled to the brim with Jews.
Didn't Gorka's mother work for David Irving?
Yes, and I was about to mention that and ask that to the panel. How is he just not going to address that whatsoever after he tried to smear Nick Fuentes? And I mentioned this on the show and on Twitter. Gorka was a member of arguably a Nazi organization himself, or at least a Nazi adjacent or praising organization. And his mom worked for David Irving.
Don't take away my depends. I need that.
Man,
so he's a member
I
of.
feel bad now because I jumped in here.
No, but look, wait.
He's
a member.
Now you guys already know that and shit.
Hold up. He's a member of that organization. His mom worked for David Irving, and he's trying to smear Fuentes as like the Nazi. I don't know. It's just it just boggles my mind.
It's amazing what you'll do for money.
Yeah,
but if you go back and listen to that clip, you'll notice that Gorka gets incredibly uncomfortable when the guy calls in about the Hungarian uprising, because Gorka knows.
Yeah. He's kind of got a funny looking nose, though, I think. I'm just putting that out.
Do you think he might be a rootless cosmopolitan? He does have 3 citizenshps.
Well, I'd like to make one last. Can I mention one last thing real quick?
Quickly.
Go. Now I heard that Richard Spencer is really salty, so I listened to him on GFG, and one thing that I noticed that was really funny is how bad he wants this to be an alt-right thing. This is pure Ted Pike, True News, Michael Jones, paleo-conservative energy, and the alt-right is dead. Nobody wants to sit around and jack off about ethno-states anymore. It's over.
I don't know. I haven't heard.
Spencer's always had a hate boner for Fuentes.
Look, I haven't heard.
That's been going back for a while.
I haven't heard what Spencer said, but thank you for calling in, man. Yeah.
Hasn't Spencer always been explicitly hated Fuentes and call him like a smarmy little kid or something?
All right. Yeah, they're not on the best of terms. I think that's safe to say. Reno Miles says, Dick, I need Dr. Phil episode 4 to 5. Please, man.
Oh, God, what an emotional roller coaster this week. The 10-year holy grail. My Dr. Phil episodes are out. Ralph, we're gonna watch those when you're here. I wanted to save it for you.
I actually downloaded, so I knew they would get taken down. I had the intuition. So I downloaded them, and I was going to watch some and maybe even play some on the show. But once you put that tweet out, I decided not to. I was like, no,
we got to do it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going to watch any. Yeah, we'll just wait.
You guys need to record your watching of it and re-upload it as transformative content.
I saw that.
Well, Dick, if I can ask you a question about this, and it's not a spoiler because I think you'll clearly remember this particular part of it.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a bit where Dr. Phil says, well, most of these people here are genuinely looking for help but you, Dick, you're looking to make money off of this. And you just smile and say, yeah, of course I am. And I was just wondering, like,
why else would I be on this show for pigs? Yeah.
It seemed like
Israel and the Jews.
He looked like he was genuinely annoyed, and he was like genuinely taking a swipe at you. And I'm like, but you approve, like you're the dude. You're the one who ticked the box, and you knew exactly what Dick was there for. So why are you looking genuinely outraged that Dick's here to sell a book? You know, like you knew I was a snake when you let me in the door.
Yeah, Dr. Phil made more money off of that than I did. Like he had some guy lined up to be a misogynist, but he wasn't funny. It was some old guy who was sad and genuinely angry. And then they found me and was like, oh, this fucking asshole will work for free for a whole week. Just get him in here. He's a soundbite machine. I think Dr. Phil knew what was going on the whole time. He knew
knows
exactly
the
how to
deal.
poke
Yeah,
there.
come on.
So you don't reckon that was a genuine dig? That was just there for the telly?
No, that's chick wrestling is Dr. Phil. That's a women's version of wrestling.
Now,
That's
what
all-
about the
show.
Goose Wayne thing? So
yeah.
I saw Goose Wayne. I mean, there's no way. Like I listened to him on your show, and I think like he was partially afraid to break character.
I think so too.
You saw? Did you notice that too? Like I was like, come
Yeah.
on, man. Like, nah, come on. I'm a lifelong wrestling fan too, and it's like, come on. I know what's fake. You weren't running around town like you're Batman. Come on.
No, yeah. Same with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
They're good at it though.
They are.
Good at it.
Now,
They're old school.
can I bring up this one's a little bit less known, Dick. There was this one part where this woman came up to a mic and she was saying that she wouldn't date you or she would be at the back of the line. Do you remember that one? I mean, that's a bit of a deep lore.
Sounds familiar. That part sounds familiar.
Did you ever find your rosebud?
My white whale. No, I really want to get her. If you like Rosebud more, I really want to get her and that old broad on the show to watch it, or maybe watch it live or something like that. Yeah, but we'll watch it while you're here. I'll try to get everybody in on that one because it's probably it's the second best thing I've ever done after the lawsuit. But I'm really excited about it. I can't believe they were.
I got a recommendation.
Go ahead.
Sorry, when you get up to that bit where you say, well, if you hit the treadmill, you'd be at the front of the line. Pause it right there, and then slow the playback speed down to 0.25 speed. You will see her eyes dart back and forth around the room about 600 fucking times before she claims that she didn't hear what you said. It's amazing.
Yeah. I gotta find her and buy her a nice new trough or something that she's wanting in her life.
Ralph, chat saying check your DMs. Jim wants on.
Check the D. Okay, I'll be.
Ethan, Ralph, it's me, Metokur.
Jim, do you have any predictions for Ralph in
I
LA?
believe in the Holocaust.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you that.
Well, I'm afraid for Ralph because he's not going to have Coach there to save his life, right? Who's going to run out into the street and save him? I don't.
Wow. That's true.
Ralph, I'm not as protective as Coach Red Pill. I'll just let you get pulled in.
Oh,
Drink
well,
more.
I'll have to be on guard without Coach's guidance there in Los Angeles. Oh man, yeah, that's coming up, man. Monday.
This is where it all ends, Ralph. It's just a lemonade, trust me.
So it's Ralph.
Hey, Ralph, these are
You
just
gotta
some pixie
drink.
sticks. Just snort these.
It's candy, Ralph.
Oh, is that Rakita? I see in the hangout.
That is Nick Regatta. I was waiting.
This is great.
Yes.
Everybody's in the same spot. I can apologize to everybody for fucking over your subscriber platform.
Yeah, you son of a bitch! You better write me a check. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's Soph in here. I can apologize to her too.
Nick, how's it going, man? What's up?
Hey, good man. How are you?
Pretty good, man. It's been 1 year since we were gone off YouTube. We have a big show going here. How you doing? What's been going on with you? What's the burning? Let me just ask you this right off top. What's the burning issue on your mind, or that has been on your mind the past 72 hours?
The burning issue on my mind the past 72 hours. Shit. Well, I just took my wife to see Joker, and I'm really concerned that I turned her into an incel, and now my night is ruined.
Is she talking about
society and stuff.
She's talking about you get what you fucking deserve. Is that did she utter that?
Yeah, pretty much. She keeps saying RRU. I don't know what's going on. No, last night I read an article as part of my Halloween show, and it was about this chick who apparently she immediately joined the alt-right and became a racist after her boyfriend went to the gym. And I'm not even joking. That's how CNN categorized it. Is her boyfriend started lifting weights and telling jokes, and then suddenly they were both racist members of the alt-right. It was the greatest thing that could have happened. So I'm a little concerned.
I listened to Jim before I joined the alt-right.
That's a good one, but also they read books a lot. That's another one that I've heard. Like, they're known to read a lot of books. Like,
these guys were burning books, so I don't know. That was apparently what they do is they sit around burning books and listening to Richard Spencer. That was I learned a lot from this article. It was very helpful. So I'm concerned about that, and I'm also concerned for my children.
I only listen to Richard Spencer while I'm working out. I am. The effeminate lisp really powers me through those last couple of reps.
All right.
Now the meth guys from Breaking Bad that I'm going to be my new bank are really going to be upset that I said that. I'm going to have to apologize.
Yeah, that's been on my mind too. Just the nonsense that people have to deal with. Particularly Dick here, trying to just let's just have a place where people can process credit card transactions. Oh, nope, you said a joke once. Too bad. Get out. That's always on my mind though. So I don't know if that qualifies as the last 72 hours.
No, it's good enough. Clifford C. Clavin says, Dick, just ask the payment processors, are we cool?
I'll try it.
That person, Irwin, is their screen name. It's something else, but I won't say. It says, Matt Jarbo loves the taste of Tyrone's hot loads. Cass Michael says, Dick's new co-host praised the Deadspin journos. Cass Michael says, I don't know what that's about, but whatever. Cass Michael says, as badass, he's a Kick Vic SJW. Rob Mac 7733 says, Dick, how good is it to have the full Dr. It actually says Dr. Pill tape.
It's fucking great, man. And it can't ever be scooped out of the internet again. That's the best part.
Yeah, it's out there forever
now.
Downloaded. Yeah, it's too late.
It's great. It's cringe and wonderful at the same time.
Gordzilla 37 says, can we get an Australian version of Ram Ranch tonight? Godzilla 37 says, go ahead. By the way, I do want to say this. I do want to say this. I do want to do a Christmas Carol version of the Kill Stream this year. So I will put that out there now while everybody's here to see if anybody's down. But I am thinking about doing surrounding. Of course, we'll sing some of the Monday Matt songs too, if that actually happens.
We have to sing Fats.
Yeah, Carol. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. I'll do a version of "I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas" if you agree to do it in blackface.
Do it.
Now wait, what do I have to sing in black? You're gonna sing though. What do I have to sing in blackface?
Well, no. You just still be the image. I'll be the voice.
Do I have to decide right now?
We'll get Nick Regatta to paint you.
Yeah, I have. Listen, I have experience in this field.
Yeah, you know.
I'll send you my resume and a portfolio of my work.
If Nick's down to give me the expertise, then I'll agree. How about that? Well, I'll compare notes and figure out how to do it. Yeah, okay. All right, we're down. That'll be a great way to celebrate the birth of baby Jesus, I feel like. Godzilla 37 says alt-right is just a label for those that are. Let's see. Godzilla 37 says Jay aware we're not going away. Ice Griffin says Richard CIA Spencer hates Fuentes. Color me shocked. Spanish Inquisition says shitwave speds have resorted to a-logging flam. Sad. I haven't seen that, but yeah. Augie says the crew. Yeah, I don't know. Augie says the crew is back. Great to see. Fuck Goika. And when is Metokur doing his morning show again?
Well, you see, I had a great morning show on this one platform, but it was run by fucking communists who couldn't handle the banter, and they made me exit from the platform.
They actually, they fucked up. Wait. Let me say this. Right after that happened, of course, I was asleep because I don't get up that early because I'm usually asleep by that time. But anyway, so I got up later. Yeah, I was asleep, but I got up later in the day, and the guy I talked to here on staff, he messaged me. He said, "Hey, can you message Jim, like, what's going on?" And, it was a mistake and this and that. And I sent you by then, of course. By then it was too late.
It's a coincidence.
I was like, oh, man, you guys fucked up. I was like, you guys fucked up because I already know you're not the type, like, they kind of just spit in your face by just taking you off there like that. I was like, oh, man.
I love it. You got somebody in your chat's like, get over it. Well, fuck that. I'll just stream my YouTube.
No, I was like,
that's not. My head on this.
But real quick, Jim, there is a chance because they've been paying some more edgy content creators to like stream exclusively here now. I know Seth Seamtouch.
Oh no, I'm aware of what's going on behind the scenes. I had some of those exclusive content creators message me and say, I promised I won't say, but essentially apologizing for a mistake.
That's what they were trying to say to me.
Yeah.
Like, please tell them we're sorry. I was like, I don't think it's gonna do any. I mean,
I would just say leverage it, get some money from them at this point. It's like, oh yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is there any
how many hats are they gonna have to buy?
Now, is there a way that you would stream on DLive again, or was that just such?
I was enjoying it. I was doing my little morning show. It started off, it was like 500 people watching. I got up to like 3,000 after a month or so, and we didn't fuck with anybody. We stayed in our little hole. Yep. You know what I mean? Like we weren't trying to get on the front page. We didn't go bother other streamers.
You weren't sniping people on. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. I just wanted to be left. This is why I miss Stream Me. They didn't give a shit. Let's just do whatever, really. Now, I guess I shouldn't burn bridges, but fuck it, hand me the kerosene.
I knew they fucked up, and I was like, "Oh man, what are you guys doing?" And it was over something dumb. I forgot exactly what it was over. Now, what was the reasoning that they gave again?
Well, I heard a couple of different reasons for
it. No, I know what it was. I know what it was because I restreamed.
How the fuck do you know?
No, I do because I was restreaming Jim's his post stream after he got kicked off of DLive. He did the YouTube stream right afterwards. It's because you were going after Razor, whatever the fuck his name is, the rapist, because you were talking about sexual assault, not like endorsing it. You were going after a person who was like clearly a person.
You're telling me they banned me for going after a rapist?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope you learned your lesson.
Oh yeah, I learned my lesson.
Because when I was restreaming it, I got angry DMs from the staff there. It's like, hey, you can't be doing that. It's like, oh, okay, so this is what it was.
Yeah, but they reversed on that immediately. I don't know. It's just a shame.
I mean, that is fair. They did. They tried to get a hold of me within the next day or so and tried to apologize. I get it.
Yeah,
but if BitChute ever allows streaming, I'm never leaving BitChute.
BitChute. Yeah. I was going to ask you about BitChute because I've been uploading. There's quite a decent audience on BitChute now.
It's really been taken off.
It's not like it was. There's a good base there. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've heard other people from like YouTube say, "Oh, you're not going to get any views," but I mean, I've had a couple videos go over 100,000 now over there. So I mean, there are definitely people over there watching.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not.
I also noticed
necessarily where it needs to be, but like the audience it's not just it's not Ghost Town over there now.
I mean, I can go watch somebody make a fucking joke. I can watch Murdoch. People are putting up whatever the fuck they want, really, as long as it's not egregiously illegal. BitChute is pretty relaxed.
We saw your video, Jim. We know you can put up.
I was going to ask you.
You've really been enjoying.
I can't believe you got away with that shit.
Has it kind of sparked like a
mutilation?
Like I don't know how you would say it, but kind of just
sparked
your creativity, made it more fun. Now that you can say a little bit more of what you want, put this joke in.
Now that I can use the words that I want to use, now that I can put the. Well, I mean, because now I get to do dolphin porn. Now I get to show you how fucked up furries really are, and not have to explain it. I can show you these degenerate fur fags doing the shit they do.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Is that
Did you appreciate?
Did you get a lemon penalty for me saying that? I'm sorry. Fur frick. We call them fur fricks. I'm sorry.
I thought it was fur figs.
Yes, figs.
That's our workaround lately.
Ralph, did you just ask him if posting a picture of a tranny getting their dick cut up has really sparked his creativity? Is that what you
It was pretty creative. Well, when you think about it, trans surgery is pretty hot. It's highly fucking creative.
It's pretty hot. Is that what you said, Red?
That was a Freudian slip.
Whoa!
It was a Freudian slut right there. But Jim, did you appreciate having BitChute personally tweet out, "We don't recommend anyone watch your video"?
I love the fact that they did that. It's really relaxed. I mean, if you're going to go there to try to do something illegal, they're not going to let you do it. But if you want to laugh at fucked up shit, they're not going to care.
All right, let me read this. Cynic in Chief says, which one of you would win a drinking contest?
Ralph.
No, I'm reading.
Ralph.
Well, what are we defining the winning condition
That's
as?
terrible. They give me the win. I'm like Floyd Mayweather retired, and they try to give me the victory. Oh, man.
That's not a good analogy. Floyd Mayweather keeps coming out of retirement.
I mean, it's probably true, but still. All right. Reno Miles says, didn't Noel have his credit card stripped from him? I didn't see. All I know, what is going on with Noel exactly? I know I messaged him before the show. I know he's had some problems in Ukraine or whatever. I think he left Ukraine. I don't know exactly.
He has some problems stateside with a grand jury subpoena.
Yeah, but I was going to try to get him on the show, and he's not. He's not where he used to be and stuff. So
Well, I caught part of his stream where he went into it, and like from what I can gather is he's had people DDoS him, and like it's a very dedicated person, so he's had to since start kind of tracking, I guess, like users on the site, and because of that, now like federal prosecutors want him to relinquish the details of that, and he can't delete it because that would be destroying evidence. So he's kind of pissed off about that.
I watched Noel's last stream, and he didn't have a lot of kind words for the United States government, I got to say. He said something along the lines of, in regards to him being subpoenaed, isn't it interesting how they make more grandiose demands as their power on the world stage wanes?
He's gonna commit suicide soon. No.
Oh no! Don't say that. Nurak says, "Hey Dick, the new news babe is a real peach."
Oh yeah, she's amazing. She's upstairs too. I should probably get back to her. Null.
Yes.
No, I think I lost a merchant account on Null's shirts because I ran them through there. There was no problems with it whatsoever, and then immediately after they ended, the bank terminated that account. That was Bank of America. It's really wild. I don't know what to make of it because everything that comes out is in a black box. And we're talking about selling T-shirts, so like no one cares. No one can possibly understand it, but they got some kind of checklist, and he's on it. I don't know. Maybe Trump's going to send a dog after Null if he keeps it up, but
he's monitoring the situation.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever think that, like, I mean, isn't it weird to be part of something that is so threatening to the largest to the largest, like, financial powers on the earth that they have to shut down your shit posting T-shirt sales? Like,
I mean, honestly, no, because I remember being a kid and teachers like having meetings with my parents. Like, this guy's just making too many jokes, and he's got to stop it. We got to have a meeting about this guy's fucking jokes. Like, yeah, it's always now it's the government having meetings with my bank about too many fucking jokes. It's always been this way. I don't think it'll ever change, but
like they won't shut down the credit card of, like Syria. It's but your T-shirts, man.
Or like rapists, like convicted rapists with DNA. They can walk into a Chase branch and open up a fucking savings account, but not me.
Well, I mean, why would they want to deny credit card processing to such an austere Islamic theologian? Why would they ever do that?
Good point.
Reno Miles says, Jim, come back to D-Live, man. Stop being gay and edgy.
Oh, yeah. I'll be right back. Hold your breath.
That's how it'll work.
Ice Griffin says, Jim,
You have to
give me
beat
a
him in a
reason.
breath holding contest.
Ice Griffin says, Jim, give me a reason to wake up in the morning. Nurak says, God damn it, I'm going to say it again. RIP stream me. Hawaiian noises. Let's see with the pumpkin. Mr. Lister says, send all zoophiles to the dolphin caves. And I think...
Well, they'd like that. I don't know.
Yes, let's say that. All right, let's take a caller. Oh, my God. Oh, what is... Bronx Blogger wants to call in?
Oh, boy.
No, we're having fun. Don't bring on Blanc.
I love Israel and the Jews.
I mean, making
weird,
fun of
queer,
Bronx
little queer.
is
Please
fun.
put it in my rear. I think you should have him on. I mean, we are having
Do you
fun,
think
and I'm
so?
sure he'll bring some positivity to the situation.
All right, why not? Bronx Blogger, welcome. Oh, he
He left.
Soon
Whoops.
as he...
I love queers.
Oh,
and
the people's
homosexuals.
internet strikes
he's,
again.
He's back in. He's back in.
All right, let's try him again.
That's how he got sick.
Bronx Blogger.
Oh my god.
Am I on?
Yes.
You saw a 12-year-old. He had to.
No,
remove
you're
it.
just hearing us.
Oh, what happened?
God. There's a 12-year-old somewhere in the AFK. He's hunting for him right now.
Oh. Well, we'll have to try him again. Here
Data
we
in
go.
society's finest.
Kropotkin, go ahead. You're on the kill stream. No, okay. All right.
Best caller yet.
Ethan, Ralph, it's me, Metokur. I love queers and homosexuals.
Thank you for that. Bronx Blogger, go ahead. Bronx, speak!
Yes, the stream muted.
I gotta use push to talk, man. I
What
gotta
the
use push
fuck?
to
Turn
talk.
that
Holy
shit off. What's your problem?
Push to receive AIDS.
Nah, then he dropped
left
Brent
again
again.
now. Come on.
again.
What the fuck?
Metakur wants to tell you something. Believe
I don't know
me.
what's weaker, his connection or his T cells.
No, come on. All right, Agent Smirnoff.
Oh, no, come on.
Where did Smirnoff go, by the way? Did he just completely drop out when I tried to bring him on? All right,
Yeah.
let's-
He did. He did.
What the fuck? Reloaded AK, go ahead. You're on the kill stream.
Oh, hey guys. I don't have
Hello.
too much tonight. I just wanted to mention what I miss.
Nothing. Speak.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I had to meet the stream. I didn't have too much tonight, and I wanted to mention that Achan just posted a few minutes ago on Twitter about them maybe
Maybe tomorrow morning.
yeah, maybe tomorrow morning.
Shit.
Didn't know if you
I
guys
put
wanted to
the
talk
tweet
about
on
that for a
the-
bit about
Oh, shit.
Jim and the biggest roller in the business, Hot Wheels.
The biggest
So,
roller.
That's the biggest roller in the business.
Oh, thank you.
I can hear an electronic scooter powering up in the distance already.
Thank you, Reloaded. Appreciate that, man.
Oh, no problem. Have a good night, guys.
Now, here's the tweet from Achan, the Infinite Chan account. Migration is still ongoing. Some boards have a lot of content. Existing accounts for boards that are already migrated should work just the same. If everything goes right, tomorrow morning might be it. Board migration will continue after the launch. That is from their official Twitter account. What do you think, Jim? I actually wanted to hear you weigh in on this about how dedicated Hot Wheels has been to try to keep them off. I don't know if off the air is the right word or offline.
There's been a lot of bad blood between obviously Watkins and Frederick. The thing that I found weird is, and I'm wondering if what's kind of pushing this on to go as long as it has, is didn't he go to meet with somebody who was a representative of NT Technologies?
Yeah.
And my thought is that they came to an agreement where they would do something but not try to reuse the name. But when they came back as 8kun, I think that pissed him off so much that he's like, well, if you're not going to honor our agreement, I'm just going to fucking try to wipe you out.
Yeah, because that's what I thought. Because Frederick, / Hot Wheels posted some tweets about it, and he posted some audio. I forgot the guy's name, but it's somebody with NT. Jim Watkins, his whole group there that works there, and he posted that audio, and it seemed like I don't know if he would say things were cool, but it was more of like a ceasefire or whatever. And then all of a sudden he just went on this, it's
well, yeah, because like it was like a day or two after that they said, "Oh, we're going to come back as an 8-Goon."
Yeah.
But yeah, then he's been hitting the Q thing really hard. Like he's speculating that Q on 8chan is actually not Watkins, but some guy. What was the news outlet that he's connected to?
Wait, you mean Watkins?
So they got him doing double duty. When the feds hired him, they said, "We need you to keep 8chan down and push the QAnon."
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Watkins had a site called Goldwater.
Yeah, Goldwater. That's what I'm saying. Because that's what Hot Wheels has been saying is that Q on 8chan is the guy that runs the Goldwater.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't realize he was actually saying that. Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, there's been a ton of back and forth. I've been watching this shit, watching them just go at each other. They get a new provider, he takes it down. It's been going on for like a month.
Yeah, so they took him out. So they tried to host in China. There was a couple other places. I think they tried to use Russia too, and that got shut down. I don't know what they're actually using now. I would have to see what Hot Wheels. Oh, look, it actually pops up. Let me see if he's tweeted.
It was some Russian thing, Selectal or something like that. Was the person they went to? They tried Tencent and they tried a couple others.
Yeah, that was the last one. I think was the Russian one. All right, let's take some more calls and we'll see. Let's see. Wilby, you're on the kill stream. Go ahead.
Hey.
Hey.
Let me mute the stream.
Okay.
So I have a question for Jim, and then I was dared to say something. It's not bad, but it's pretty funny. So, do you think that Epstein is connected to the entire Finders thing?
I don't know if he's connected to the Finders thing per se, but I'm pretty sure that he's probably doing something very similar to what they were doing and probably connected to certain people that may have been involved in that.
All right, thank you. And then all I have left is this.
All right. Thank you, caller. Appreciate it.
Oh, damn.
So, go ahead,
Damn.
Foos. You're on the kill stream.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
I got a question for Dick and Jim. What's your favorite football team? And if it's not the Chiefs, why are they better than the Chiefs?
Oh wow, mine's the Raiders because I'm Mexican. So if you're not into the Raiders, then they revoke your card. They're dirty. They used to be dirty in an old time NFL that could be dirty, but now they're just losers. So.
And Jim?
Yeah, I'm not even a football guy. I'm a pathetic little weeaboo neat, and I play my video games. So I'm the wrong person to have.
Manga, you weeb.
I know, it's terrible.
Go Pats, 8-0, Chiefs suck. Sunset me.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate you calling in to us.
Passionate sports follow crowd.
Chiefs are hurting a little bit.
You're going to find him hanging from the bathroom.
Chiefs are hurting just a little bit. All right.
Bronx got frustrated and quit.
Oh.
Just like his white cell count?
I knew that.
So if you don't like sports ball, then I guess the next question is, who's your favorite Mario Kart karter?
My favorite Mario Kart karter? Well, probably Bowser, because I like watching that fat ass just whip around like a drag.
There you go. It's just like the Chiefs.
Donkey Kong, for sure. All right. Let's
Gee, I'm surprised.
You say you like watching a big gorilla ride things, Ralph?
Oh, hey.
Yes, but sadly, Brent.
That is
sadly,
Nick,
we've made 3 attempts to get the big gorilla that likes writing things on the show, and he
Nicholas,
keeps dropping
that
out.
is disgusting. Where did that come from? Wow.
What are you talking about? I'm just stating facts.
I mean, I never thought about it in those terms. Nurak
All
says,
right, guys, I got to get out of here. My debit card's evaporating in my wallet. I'm gonna go door to door and open
you
those
only
free
have a
credit
few
card
hours
offers
left
and
before they
snip them.
cancel all that shit.
Yeah, I gotta live like a human while living is still good before I just wake up in a mattress in a lot and they take my house away. Ralph, I can't wait to see you.
You can now legally shit in the street.
Before
I'll see you soon.
Before you go, before you go, Dick was creating a super successful podcast and making
out of your plan.
Was this all just like one long convoluted scheme to get your hands on the Dr. Phil tapes to get like people that would find him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna quit. I'm just gonna stop now that the tapes are out. It's actually just part of my plan to meet that beautiful that beautiful rotund woman who challenged me. No one had ever challenged me like that on stage before, and none has ever challenged me since. I just want to meet her. I want to get this word out there so I can meet her, take her to dinner, caress her supple wrists, ask her how her life has been for the last 10 years. That's my long-term
She'll
plan.
put it down so hard. You can't
Will you
can't
finally take those sunglasses off for her?
No, I will give for the lovemaking. You're saying I'll give her a pair of aviators. That's what I'll do.
Well, it probably is by now a highway to the danger zone, so that's appropriate.
Yeah. Congratulations, Ralph, on your death anniversary.
You. I appreciate that, man. See you soon, man. Have a good one.
Yeah. See you guys.
All right.
Take it
later,
easy.
buddy. Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
According to a friend of mine who's DMing me, apparently Sargon called in to Gorka's show.
No.
Did he not?
Oh boy,
Wait,
he's dead.
what?
The joke is dead. No, it's
Come
boring.
on, it can't be.
I'm waiting for clips or anything, but if it shows up, I'll definitely post it in. But he's saying,
I'm really holding out hope that Sargon somehow runs for parliament because they're about to have an election.
Oh, I've got an update for you. I've got an update for you on that, by the way.
Please tell me.
I'm sad to announce that he is officially leaving the UKIP party.
Oh no! By the
Apparently
way,
they were mature.
Of
They
his
were
own volition, I'm sure.
they were mature enough.
Oh, depends on the age of the party. I see.
Well, he had to leave. You know what they were acting like.
No,
God damn it, Rand. God damn it.
No,
I was going for it, and you fucking saw it.
Look, he literally, not even joking, he actually killed the UKIP party. This is not even, just for
God, if
hyperbole.
only somebody had warned him ahead of time.
Remember when he was bragging and saying, "Oh, look at all these people joining the party and check out the polls." UKIP's riding high.
I'll tell you this much, Ralph. I remember a lot of fat fucking retards on Twitter telling me, "Hey, Jim, Sargon's going to be a big boy in Parliament. You can't do shit about it. He's going to be a big politician, Jim." Well, where'd they go? Oh, the diabetes got him, didn't it? You skeptic fucking morons.
Oh man,
you guys just don't understand. This is all part of the 20-year plan. We're only on year 3 right now. We've got 17 years to go.
Just think about
I started to get an inkling that this whole thing wasn't going to work out when I was looking at the photos of I Am Kekistan, and there was a whole bunch of guys who didn't need to wear a Pooh Bear costume to be denied entry to BlizzCon.
He killed an entire political party. He killed an entire political party that had seats in the European Parliament that polled in anywhere from 10 to 15%. He completely buried the party. Now it's an afterthought, and it's a direct result. I don't know.
I know it's such a fucking funny story. Yeah, they lost. They lost.
He
all
actually
their
killed
MPs.
it. I mean, it's
all
not
their
even...
seats.
Yeah,
They lost their leader too.
It got replaced pretty much by the Brexit party. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't wish ill upon Carl. I hope he gets that dopamine one day.
No, I mean, it's just
one
astonishing
day.
how quickly he did
I mean,
it.
really, Ralph, all he's known for are his comments and then telling people in interviews that both he and his wife were raped.
By the way, did you see Jess Phillips the other day brought him up again on the Parliament floor?
Yeah.
We played it a couple days ago. She actually brought him up again because she wants reform on who can stand for elections over there in the UK, campaign, electoral reform or whatever. And she said we had a candidate this past May standing for election whose biggest claim to fame was that he claimed he wouldn't rape me or whatever.
No, she said if he would or would not rape me.
If he would or would not rape me, yeah.
Potential rape listener.
She's still dropping him in.
That's a terrible.
Reconsidering that now.
It's a terrible argument because he was so soundly defeated by the public. Why would you need to ban him? From anything?
That's what I don't understand. I don't know. That's so dumb. I mean, unless he's been charged or convicted. Yeah.
Touche.
I mean, if anything, his political opposition should be encouraging him to join one
Yeah,
party.
that's what I'm say. He's a death knell. Imagine if he joined the Conservative Party. That was actually my advice at the beginning, but whatever. He didn't take it. Zycon
So
Steve's...
apparently,
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say. So apparently, this is actually before all the Nick stuff. But Carl, we have the Carl Benjamin clip in the show links.
Oh
and
no, we don't have that.
But here's the funny thing. They've actually scrubbed this part from their YouTube channel, not like anything before that. And I'm wondering if it's because of his
actually
Parliament
Sargon?
run.
Are you telling me Seb Gorka of all fucking people is so embarrassed by Carl he erased the interview?
No, wait. This is real. Hold on. This is real? Hold on. Let me pull it up. Give me a sec. All right. I have it over here. Let me put it in the chat. It's not very long though. All right.
Yeah, it's only 40 seconds.
He must have found it disgusting.
I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. Yeah. Okay, there goes the link. Okay. There it is in the sidebar. It's like 41 seconds, I believe. You guys ready?
Oh, yes, I am.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, let's play it right now.
If by some unholy miracle Donald Trump doesn't win in 2020, which at the moment it looks like he's a shoo-in, so I'm not too worried about it. But
that's him.
I don't like to lean all in one direction because I feel like I'm missing something on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
But if by
looks
some
like he's
miracle
taking
he
a shit.
loses, I think a lot of people will become despondent and think, well, that's it. It was all over. Donald Trump was the last chance that we had. And I don't think that's true. I don't think he is the last. I think he's the first in a line of people who will come after him to continue to try and restore the sovereignty of the English-speaking peoples. Because I really think that's what it's coming down to.
Holy shit, he's basically trying to plug himself. He tried to present himself as the British Donald Trump.
I mean, he is two degrees of separation away from Trump.
That's true. All right.
Oh yeah, remember when he said that? When he was bragging about maybe interviewing Trump on his fucking gay YouTube channel.
Yeah, because I've met Nigel Farage in person, and Nigel Farage has met Trump in person. I'm only 1 degree of separation away from Trump, you know.
I love the fact that he was so proud of meeting Nigel, and then Nigel just shit on him.
Oh, dude, that was the best. The thing that always sticks in my mind is how he said, absolute legend. Absolute legend, mate. You know Nigel? He's an absolute legend. Yeah, I know Nigel. Sorry. And then he just, like you said, he just pissed all over him, just completely. This guy's scum. Oh man, that when he was on, I forget what the morning show was.
Times too. He quoted some comedian. He was like, "Oh, this guy's so great," and then that comedian shit on him too.
It's just like he's scum. He doesn't belong in polite society. Nigel Farage particularly took delight in just kicking the fuck out of him. It was
vile.
I have an anecdotal story about that. So, Nigel Farage did come to Australia about a year or so ago to do a talking tour. And some people I know met him, and he was at a bar. He was drinking beer, good English lad drinking beer. Now, this was a couple of months before Nigel Farage actually teed off on Sargon. So I had a bit of forewarning about it because the lads asked him about it and said, so what do you reckon about this Carl Benjamin character? And they said, and I'm going to try and quote it as best as it was related to me, Nigel Farage rolled his eyes up to the ceiling, picked up his pint glass, drank everything that was left in it, put it back down on the table and said, look, I'm here to talk about politics.
Damn. Not the clown show.
That is it's such a unique story. Like, right, Ralph? Like, I've never seen anything like that. A party get brought down that fast,
so quickly. It was so quick and so brutal. And then I remember what's his name, Gerard Batten, after the election, he's just like, yeah, that wasn't. You know what? Turns out that wasn't helpful to do the whole. So Sargon in the middle of completely getting just lit on fire and decimated. In the middle of all that, he made another joke about raping her that was even worse than the first one that he made. Where he said, oh yeah, if there's enough beer, maybe I could. Yeah, good point or whatever.
Yeah, maybe I'll rape her.
Yeah, I was like,
Wasn't he in Gibraltar when he filmed that?
He was on. Yeah, He was on location. I remember he was standing in front, like on some kind of bridge in front of the water or whatever. I'm not sure. I think it was
that was just after Batten said, "Well, I've talked to Carl, and he acknowledges it was the best decision." And then he goes right into, "Well, if he got me drunk enough, I'd fuck the bitch."
Just unreal, man. I couldn't.
What a fucking imbecile.
Completely just their party's dead. Oh man. And then I remember, so originally Farage was just going to take back control over UKIP, and so he basically kind of applied to be leader again or whatever, and they shot him down and said he wasn't qualified, so he just went and started up his own party. I mean, the Brexit Party is pretty much just took UKIP's entire voter share and everything good about UKIP, and then UKIP's just sitting over there known as the rape party.
Already in trouble.
It's just a broken husk.
Would you like to captain this vessel? Oh, you mean the one that's already submerged at the harbor? No, thanks. I think I'll build my own boat.
Broken husk known as the rape party over here, and nothing going on whatsoever. And UKIP, luckily for Raj, had no ties to UKIP during the period where they were the rape party, so he's good.
To be fair, it's the rape debate party. He's still not sure if he would or would not rape her. It's Schrodinger's rape.
He's considering it. He's not really committed to it, though.
Until they meet face to face and he has those beers, we won't.
Jess Phillips is actually one of the most detestable members of Parliament. By far,
yeah. You managed to make Jess Phillips as a character, a sympathetic figure. That's a remarkable feat. That's like making a gynecologist gag.
If you've ever actually listened to Jess Phillips, and we have played her on the show before, she really is annoying and terrible, and just
isn't that the British Milkers lady?
Oh, I don't know if I wanted that'd be sour milk.
Nah, yeah, I don't think you'd want the. I don't think you'd want the Phillips.
Didn't we see those giant milkers on stream?
Let me define British.
Rancid.
Let me define British breasts for you. Bananas with nipples on the end.
I don't think we saw the Phillips milkers. Who are you referring to?
Blessedly,
we saw somebody who was talking about, the guy debating whether or not he would or wouldn't rape her. And we had a discussion about her giant fucking British knockers.
I mean, the real trouble with the party.
It's so weird. Nick, save us, please. I don't know what he's talking about. I swear, I don't know what he means.
He does.
Please.
He does know.
No.
We had a whole discussion about
Nick,
using her knockers like a.
Please, I know nothing. I don't know what he means.
See, now I know why. Now I know why.
Is this a dream?
Lawyer, please. I don't know anything.
No, actually, I remember this conversation now.
No. I don't know any of these guys. Fuck that. Get out.
Someone in the chat said, "What about Merkel's? What about Merkel's titties?" And I'm thinking, if you squeeze on them, like dust would just fucking erupt out.
Oh, was it Joe Swinson? Who the fuck's Joe Swinson?
Well,
somebody said it was Joe Swinson.
Wait, you're saying you guys were talking about sucking a dude's tits?
Joe Swinson is actually. Oh, that's who it was. Okay. Joe Swinson is the leader of the liberal Democrats. That was the one you were talking about, Bibble. Joe Swinson is the leader of the Lib Dems, yeah.
I believe you agreed to making a Newton's cradle out of her tits.
I did not. No, that's not true.
Okay, well,
I didn't agree to that.
That's not true.
That's not true. We'll have to go back to the tape. That's just not true, I'm afraid.
But is it hot outside?
Oh, shit. Fucking dark mode will make go already. Fucking
wow. We could just keep hollering over each other all day.
You were trying to say something, Nick. I apologize.
Oh, no. That was fine. I'm not going to bother. Let's just go back to talking about UK politicians' tits. Speaking of which, I think Sargon is the best pair of all of them.
Zyklon Steven,
fine pair of tits.
Zyklon Steven, the Lino chat says, Bibble, did you go trick or treating in the suburbs?
Yeah, the nice ones.
So, Bibble, when you go trick or treating, do you no, I don't want any candy. Let me see them feet.
No, I go with, and I ask for the candy, and then they ask what I am, because I'm a full grown man, and I say I'm a guy that breaks into people's houses when they don't give me candy.
Yeah. Every time a black man turns up to a suburban home unannounced, it's never a treat. It's always a trick.
Kiosk Man says Jimco pills are the best black pills. Let's see. Shin Chan 256B says worried about LSU next week. Ralph, go Tigers. Not that worried, but yes, there is a big game next week. I won't actually probably be able to see it live because I'm going to be watching Logan Paul versus KSI, so I have to check the score on my phone. But I will stay up to date on that football game for sure. Yellow Lantern 15419 got a 1-month subscription for Rosanoff. Let's see here. T-Dubs 425 with a diamond. Rebel Selt with a diamond. Mike Hancho resubbed. Nurak says, can we see the pic of Sargon getting fish thrown at? I don't know that I have that right off top, but if somebody has
he
it.
did get a fish thrown at him. I heard about that, yes.
Yeah, I'll find it real quick.
Yeah, that's the classic.
Yeah,
I'd offer to get it for you, but it's hung and framed on my wall.
Oh, it really is amazing how that his whole experience in electoral politics, just complete disaster, start to
It's in the
But
show.
it did get worse.
Gator found it. Yeah.
You
A
could
dead-
say it was very short.
Oh, nasty, brutish, and short. That's what you would say.
Holy shit, this picture's amazing.
Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Yeah, it is pretty good. Hold on. Oh, what is that? What?
So, Jim, have you been?
Look at this!
The,
look at this! The Chad high res Gator versus the Virgin low res Flamenco there in the family.
Oh shit!
But I was going to ask Jim, has he been following the Destiny drama?
No, I know. I knew a little bit about it. I mean, I've been kind of caught up in the Blizz thing and then the Fuentes thing. Kind of like the last stuff outside of that would have been what was going on with Nick. And is it Mad Black Atheist or Entertainment?
Yes, Mad Black Atheist, I think. Yeah, or both. Didn't he use both?
It's he has like 12 channels.
Yeah.
Well, now he's just the Commission or something, which he completely ripped off from a game company. He just stole all of their IP to make his channel. So that's great.
Is he still coming after you, or did he stop finally?
No, he stopped. I think he got a phone call, I think, from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, which told him
Holy shit.
which told him to stop, threatening to murder entire towns online. Just not a good plan.
It's probably a good idea.
Well, he also ripped off his gay little LARPing group, the League of Villains, from like an anime.
Yeah, that's not
seems to be
surprising.
a lot of.
Was it Naruto?
No, it's My Hero Academia.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have much in the way of personal creativity, we'll say.
Yeah, he said he was gonna. Didn't he tell you, Ralph, that he was going on like vacation, never coming back?
Yeah, and then
a
he
week
was
later, like 2 days later, he
not
was back.
even a week. Yeah, I was about to say 2 days later, he was filing DMCA's and putting out new videos, and now he's back. I don't know. I haven't talked to him since, but yeah, he told me on stream he was going to go away for a while. Him and his family had to move because his address was out there now. And
Yeah,
so
I
he
love
was
that,
gonna
by the way.
focus
He
on
tried
that,
to come off as a victim after he basically was saying he was going to kill Nick's kids.
He said it was because he was black too. That was part of it. I don't know if you caught that, but yeah.
You're gonna learn to duck, D. You.
Well, we also learned that anime was also more racist than racism. That was good.
Yes, the anime crowd racist completely. They never really accepted him because he was black or something like that. I don't know, but
Actually,
I'm not quite sure that was the primary factor.
Nick, do you mind if I ask you a question about something I saw like 2 weeks ago?
Sure.
So there's this article that came out about a town down in Texas where this kind of like good old boy, non-qualified guy got made a magistrate or a judge. I don't know how it works down there. But basically he was running his courthouse and letting people that collect debts like set rules. So the debt collectors would tell the judge, we want you to add a $50 fine on if they don't show up. We want you to issue arrest warrants if there's a failure to show up to pay a debt. And they're doing it.
That's fantastic. Good job. We want debtor's prison back, apparently.
Or yeah, that's the thing. But I mean, it's literally doing that. One lady on Facebook said that when she got a surgery performed at the hospital that this lawyer is hired to, that's making the judge do this stuff, that they got a debt collection notice 2 weeks after getting out of the hospital before the hospital even sent the bill.
Wow.
So
wow.
How legal is it? Because it seems like there's some crazy shit going on in this town.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the situation. I'll look into it. I have no idea. Judges are elected in Texas.
Okay.
But there's typically some sort of requirement on it. And to let them just run roughshod. The problem of ultimately with the way we do judging at all levels is that eventually they say, well, there's an appeals court above us, right? They let them resolve it. As long as it's not something impeachable, it'll get resolved by the appeals court, which of course is ridiculous, especially if you're asking people who are going through debt collection to the point where they're going to jail for it to suddenly pay for, an extra step of process.
Oh, they're going to jail for $300 bills. These are like, you pay, like $300, and then they'll add a $50 fee on for not showing up and arrest you, put you in jail, and then when you pay bail, they don't give you the bail money back. They give it to the debt collector.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, what a great system.
Yeah, I'll send you. Like, I didn't know if you had heard about it, but I was like, holy shit, this can't be on the level. There's got to be something going on.
I haven't heard of it. I do know. I have a connection to a pretty big debt collection firm down in Texas, so maybe I can get someone on there to kind of talk about what's going on. I'll see what I can do.
Cool, thanks, man.
Yeah,
All right,
of course.
Let me read these. Colonel J in the stream element says, "Hey Jim, is it even hot outside?" Probably not.
It's a little humid out there.
Skull Kid says, "Sending support to the one, the only kill stream. Also a little shilling. Do you like metal? Like songs about cultural degeneracy leading to the deaths of a certain 42%. That's also 0.6%. What? Check out Corpse God's new song, Clown World. Keep up the good work, bud." Okay. Thank you. Hertu says, Hot Wheels had been screaming harassment from his association with 8chan, despite him bending the knee, rewarded as the traitor deserves. I think Dame would probably agree with that. Let's see.
Yeah, fucking traitor, fucking.
Traitor deserves stairs.
Oh.
Imagine being so scared of Brianna Wu that you completely throw everything that you've ever created in your entire life away just to go after that one fucking website. Like Josh doesn't like Jim Watkins, but even Josh is at this point like, dude, Hot Wheels, just let it fucking go.
Actually, I want to get him back on because we had him on in August with Josh, and I thought that was like right after the El Paso stuff and all that. So I thought that was a pretty big show, but the position he was taking then is a lot different than what he's, how he's positioning himself now, which is just outright stomp out 8chan completely no matter what. On that show, he was saying, well, if they did this, did that, I don't necessarily have a problem. They just haven't been running it right. Their PR is wrong and stuff like that. He seems to have completely kind of changed position since August, even from August to September, and especially now in November. He's very stridently against 8chan. Let's see. Murray Merdizzle says, "Tell Masterson I sent him a message on Twitter. I run telemarketing rooms, and I have a couple of solid merchants. One who we've been using for almost a decade now. We've been shut down by a dozen others, but this one doesn't give a shit." All right, I'll keep that. I'll tell him about that. Hyphen says, "Ranbot cucking to Ralph by not talking 80% of the time." Mug.
All right. Well, let me fix that because I've only got 18 minutes before I've got a hard out.
Oh, Mug Ranny's at Ranny says mods are great people. By the way, he didn't say great people though. Critical says Goose Wayne is 100% a troll started on Instagram for clout off Joker 305. Here's proof it ever existed. Chat will love it. I don't have that, but I'll look in the media. I like Goose Wayne. Critical DMG.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Critical DMG says, our dog severely injured his back, paralyzing from his waist down. It's absolutely heartbreaking to see him like this. Energetic to dragging his back legs in an instant, again with a small injury. Any help is appreciated. I think that they sent me a GoFundMe.
I think it's time for that car ride where one less person comes back from the vet, to be quite honest.
Man,
Oh.
no, come on.
I mean, the man's not wrong.
Still sad though. Ugh.
It is sad.
Come back a little lighter. Is that what you're?
Yeah, a little lighter. That's what he's saying, Ralph.
Oh, that's distressing. I gotta say, Shin Jinping says.
Why am I the monster? I'm just saying. Everyone was thinking it.
Shin Jinping says, "My name is Ethan Ralph, and I endorse the mobile game Azur Lane." We also have Spanish.
Cheap buy right there. God damn.
Not Raid Shadow Legends.
Spanish Inquisition gifted 10 subscriptions. Psycho Dad says, "We got the crew back. Are we ready to start Gamergate 2.0? Yeah, I'm sure. Vegeta Fajita says, "Waiting for the Bibble versus Jim Bloodsport." Reno Miles says,
It just happened. Did you hear?
Yeah, I
just
lost.
knuckled at him.
Yeah,
It's 112-0.
Brutal. Reno Miles says, "NBA wants on." He said duck. Reno Miles then says, "I want to give Nikki props for shouting at NBA." Yeah, the best part of that stream was actually Nick screaming at NBA when you just put him in his place and he got really quiet. Like he just completely, you sunned him, to use a term from the streets. You sunned him. He was just sitting there like, "Yes, sir. Oh, sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir." Got real quiet. Didn't say shit. Oh man, it was bad for him. I mean, it was great for me and you.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
It was great for me and you. For him, it wasn't great. But, let's see. The Otaku King says, "Ralph,
you just got to get that whip out, and all that back talk comes to an end, doesn't it?"
Oh, come on now.
No, disavow. Completely disavow. The Otaku King says, "Ralph, what do you want for Christmas?" I don't know. I haven't put a lot of thought in it. I'm going to have a nice Christmas, though. Clifford T. Clavin with the salute. And then he says, "Nikki Rackets, come down to Tarrant County, best barbecue."
I have a feeling I'll be back down there before too long. One way or another.
Now,
I know your
Texas,
audience
correct?
Your audience isn't huge on the Vic stuff, but for the few out there, I think
you may be underestimating there's quite
a lot of them follow it.
I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, well, I never want to presume. But there's probably going to be some interesting stuff coming out of that next week. So I'd say stay tuned to that one. That's the little teaser. But I'm remaining cautious on overhyping it. But I have a feeling we're going to see some fireworks coming out next week. So.
Rebel Salt says, "Ask Jim, is there still any bad blood with Josh?"
I love Israel
Josh.
and the Jews.
Yeah.
Josh from Kiwi Farms? No, there's no bad blood.
Yeah, I wasn't aware there was any. In the
I
first
I guess I don't know where it started.
Yeah, I was like,
I think like people were thinking that he was really serious when he was going off about you monetizing like shirts and stuff.
I love Israel and the Jews. I do love Israel and the Jews.
Oh my God!
All right, let's.
I'm gonna do a follow up here. So I was under the impression that that dog in question was permanently paralyzed. Critical in the chat said, "Rand, you can't," which is just like saying hello in Australia. I've spent 2 weeks getting him to walk again. He wants to run and play though. I'm sorry, I thought he was permanently paralyzed.
Wow.
That's what you're talking about. If it's just an injury, no, you
Why
don't
are you
need to take
saying
him
that?
to the vet
Man,
for the
you
long
wanted
goodbye.
to have the dog put down and he could still run.
There goes Rand killing healthy dogs.
What the fuck?
No,
Join
that's
Ian
Alex Jones'
Malshong.
job. You got to cut down on the carbon.
No wonder. Ian Malshong Jr. over here. Oh my God. Pepto Bismol, you're on the kill stream. Go ahead.
Hello, all my N-words.
Hello.
Well, at first I wanted to give Jim a couple /extreme suggestions, but I don't want him ending up with 2 bullets to the back of the head. So instead, I'm going to show this vodka I bought yesterday that tastes like fucking Lucky Charms marshmallows.
Tell me
it's
more.
called buttered popcorn flavored vodka by 360 Vodka, and it is delicious. It's real good.
How long have you worked for the company?
I just started actually.
Did you? Yeah, getting out there, getting the word out.
Exactly. They started me on something easy. Getting all the kikes and the Jews on.
No, wait a minute, sir. No, come on.
I love Israel and the Jews.
Pepto, thank you.
I do love Israel.
Pepto, I appreciate you.
Arguably the most pro-Israel stream on the internet.
The
right?
number one late night stream in Israel, the Ralph Retort Kill Stream.
He was just talking about flying. He was just talking about
Vodka.
kite flying. He's just had a little bit too much butter flavored vodka there.
Something happened. I'm not sure. But of course, we disavow. All right, let's take another caller. Let's see who it could be. Smirnoff, go ahead. You're on the kill stream.
Damn, that Sargot is one sick individual. You know what I heard he said on his server?
What did he say?
What's that?
He likes children.
He's gone.
No.
It's a question.
He
It's an
left.
honest question.
I thought he was about to spill the beans. Oh my!
He was the guy who linked me the Gorka clip, by the way.
Oh, he was finally about to spill the beans, but I guess that's not gonna
Oh,
happen.
by the way, talking about cogs and all, have you played this clip of Destiny that I put on the
what?
show link?
Hold on.
A clip of Destiny.
Oh boy.
It's a big an argument.
Oh wait,
Did you play that already on your show?
Oh, Destiny saying he's
Hey, you gotta
a
scroll
cut?
back up a little bit.
Is that the one?
Yes.
Destiny saying he's a
Speaking-
cut? Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Speaking of Destiny,
Yeah,
I was
that's the one.
delighted that Meringue Bad went and cut in that little bit where I destroyed Destiny in a debate with one sentence back in the streamy days.
All right, let me put it in the Hangout chat. Oh shit! Let me paste it again because I think I fucked it up. All right, there we go. All right, there it is in the Hangout. No, I haven't played this, but if you're requesting it, of course I will play it.
Yeah. I mean, the context is that he fought his black friend over his usage of the N-word.
Yeah,
we did this, didn't we?
We did
Intellectual
talk about
argument.
this. Yeah, we did talk about this. They ended up breaking up their podcast, and Destiny's been on a jihad against them, kind of. Yeah.
Well, it's really funny though that this individual right here, who's spurking out about his like private usage of the N-word, he was banned from either one of the Games Done quick events for saying faggot, essentially.
Figured. All right, let's go ahead. So how much of this should I play, Dom?
Like a minute or two is on the...
Okay. All right. So I'm
it's timestamped. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 7:30 right now. That's why I'm asking.
7:30.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep.
Did you drop this for the on-air crew? I'm
did.
still looking at Sargon getting hit
Yeah,
with a
it's
fish.
up on show links. Dominic,
okay.
fire up.
Yeah,
Look,
scroll up a little bit.
I'll put it down. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
You got to pay attention.
No, I don't. It's just like, this Chilean just putting shit everywhere.
Come on, Rand. Stay on the ball, dude. Come on.
Look, no, I don't look like Chileans, that are a little bit hit or miss.
stay on the ball.
That'll be
Come
4
on.
cents more certain. Well, now I've set fire to
come
all
on.
metropolitan
Come on.
transport. How
We
do
have
you
a
like
superior Chilean here. Come on, let's go. You ready? 7:30.
I'm ready.
All right, right now.
N-word of the heart. Like, there are things that I can do to try to maintain friendship with somebody, but like, I'm in a poly relationship. The reason
What?
why I'm in a poly relationship is because if my girlfriend goes and fucks another guy, because I know she's coming back to me at the end of the night. Because I'm a cool fucking person.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
what
that.
she's telling you, Tiny.
If I'm not gonna gatekeep the fuck out of who my girlfriend fucks, do you think I'm gonna chase you around? Do you think I'm gonna chase you around and see who the fuck you talk to?
What?
It is so hard for you to think that I'm not racist because you've got people like Hassan whispering
I don't
in
have
your
to
ear.
stop saying the N-word. My
Even
girlfriend
in
fucks
context of,
strangers.
like, using it as a pejorative, not like you're reading fucking
Refuses
an
to
old book or
gatekeep
something.
the
Not
pussy.
like you're like,
Yeah,
not like you're
pretty
quoting
much
a
it,
historical
by the
document,
way.
but you're saying you are an N-word with a hard R. Haha.
I mean, does it?
So instead of the switch, the bull lets him keep the N-word pass. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh my god.
Do you think that's progressive, Nick?
Yeah.
What do you think of that stance? Just letting your girl just fuck whoever she wants. And...
Oh yeah, she's definitely yours at that point.
Less
right?
stressful that way, though, right? Just a little.
She comes back.
That's
She comes back every night. She comes back every night because he's paying for her cell phone and giving her a place to live. But she actually loves him, of course. It's nothing like that.
Yeah, and I wonder if she's ever tired when she comes home from work or whatever. Jesus Christ. No, cuckoldry is not acceptable. Ever. That's all I have to say about it.
Not if you want to maintain dignity, at least.
Go ahead, Bibble.
No, I just slipped over when I went to the kitchen again, but at least I can say the N-word.
Hey, Nick, I think you finally found somebody for that stream with Drexel.
Oh, my God, if I could get Destiny and Drexel on a stream.
Now,
is it possible he defends?
Well, wouldn't Drexel say, "I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, you still can't call me the N-word"?
Don't let me start.
Go ahead. Wait. Go ahead, Bibble. Go ahead.
Do you think he defends the N-word so harshly because he's had too many Tyrones, over, and his girlfriend has told him to sleep on the couch too many times? Is that why he's like, I don't have anything else to say it?
Look, he wants to watch from inside the bedroom instead of outside the bedroom. That's all. Yeah, I'll call Drexel and ask him if he can relay through Destiny's girlfriend the message that I'd like Destiny on the show. Let's see how that goes.
It'll go through. Reno Miles says, Bibble, stop interrupting Rand. Clifford C. Clavin just resub for a month. He's on a 3-month streak. Then he donated some diamonds. Spanish Inquisition says, Critical, send me the GFM for Doggo. Agent Smirnoff. Yeah, send that to me too, by the way, because I lost it. Agent Smirnoff says, Sargon said not enough cookies were baked in. Agent Smirnoff says, in the cookie cost, just disgusting. Reno Miles says, now wait a minute, Destiny. No. All right, let's roll through these callers. We'll finish up.
Rising White says, clean up crew, Destiny.
Grand Inquisitor, Inquisitor, you're on the kill stream. Go.
Oh, hello, Ralph.
You sound absolutely exuberant.
Yeah.
I can tell.
It's
Go
been
ahead.
a good stream so far.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think chat has some kind words for the mods, especially Mundane Matt.
Do they? I'm sure they do. We'll just have to imagine it. But go ahead. Go ahead with your statement.
What?
Go ahead with your statement.
You're speaking over me. Oh, I just needed to say that.
All right. Shout out to the mods. We love the mods. That's what you wanted to say. Thank you. Rabbi Shekels, you're on the kill stream. Go.
Who is all your guys' favorite banks, and why is it Israel?
Thank you, sir.
I love Israel and the Jews.
I do. It's true.
He does. It's the truth.
How
It's
could
on
you go
tape.
wrong?
I can't deny it.
How could you go wrong with that? All right, let's take another caller. Kropotkin, you're on the kill stream. Go ahead.
Fuck.
Yeah, well.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
They do.
I know how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate the attempt, though. Thank you.
No,
for
I got
calling.
it. I remembered.
Oh, okay.
So, you get ready for that 13th step in LA, Ralph?
The 13th.
My name is Ethan, and I want to suck Jim's cock.
Tonight's the night.
Well, here you go, buddy.
I have to
open those lips, Ralph.
Now's your opportunity, Ralph.
I have to do that in Los Angeles.
Disgusting.
Okay. Oh, thank you, caller. I hope you burn in hell. Thank you for calling in, though. All right, Viridian Cavalier, you're on the kill stream. Go ahead.
Oh shit! Yep.
Yes,
Hi.
yes, go ahead.
Thank God, finally. Question for Jim and Nick is, I don't think they've ever heard me before, but
why do you wear the mask?
Viridian, you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, it's lean a little closer to the mic.
It's going low.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
From the sound of my voice, how old do you think I am?
Well, I'm gonna
How old do you think?
I'm gonna have to guess probably 40 or 50. I mean, after that role in Independence Day where you played the dad.
No, the answer is very surprising to people. I'm only 22.
How many cigarettes did you have to smoke to accomplish that, and what brand? Because I want that voice. Our president.
No, I've never touched cigarettes before. That's the thing.
You should try it.
No, do not.
Holy shit.
Do not try smokes.
70% of normal capacity, so not my best interest.
What happened, man?
The quickest way I can explain this story is basically I was born 24 weeks premature. The hospital I was taken to just recently got their neonatal intensive care unit. So I was there. Basically, the breathing tube, they didn't anchor it properly.
Is it true that you're actually Bane?
Are you starting a revolution against the rich?
Is it? Can you confirm or deny that you were actually Bane from the comics and that's a real character?
Bane from the. Well, I wish I was. Bane's fucking buff.
All right, go ahead, man. Real quick, finish it.
Jim, question: have you been able to play Fire Emblem Three Houses yet?
No, I love Israel and the Jews. I have to say that every couple of minutes. It's part of the deal.
Yeah, how it keeps his bank account.
Yeah.
The only way you can not commit suicide after that stream.
Right. But Fire Emblem Three Houses, have you played it?
No, I haven't had a chance to yet. Actually, I was going to do Luigi's Mansion 3 first.
Also equally good game. Also, before I go, I have a joke. Sarga, God damn it. You should have brought me on early. I had it, but fuck.
You already said the best joke ever. You said Sargon.
He's choking up. He's getting
No. Sargon took a coat hanger to UKIP like Lucy took a coat hanger to Carl's Jr.
No.
Okay, that is my joke. I am going to go. Thank you for having me on. I'll sunset myself.
I completely disavow.
Now that's what I call dark mode.
All right, Ralph. Before you bring on another caller, I've got to punch out. It's not actually for all those A-loggers out there my son's birthday, but I'm going to go to my son's birthday. We're doing it on a different date from his actual birthday. It's a little too close to Christmas, so I got to go play with the Zergling now. And thank you very much for dragging me in half an hour after it started.
That's all good. I had to make sure you were good. Thank you, Rand. We don't have much longer to go anyway, a few more minutes. But thank you, Rand. I appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, take it easy.
All right. Well, you guys
later, Rand.
Well, what do you mean a few more minutes? This is a 5-hour stream. That's what the chat said.
Yeah. Get out, Rand. Have a good weekend.
Yes, they say that, don't they?
They do. All right. Peace out, gentlemen.
Later, man. Terry Chester says all mods get the oven. Clifford C. Clavin with the Ninja Genie says shout out to Joe and Norm. Cynic in Chief says caller still sounds better than the Lemon Fuhrer. Reno Miles says Gator, how you doing, man? How you doing, Gator?
Ethan Ralph, it's me, Gator.
Holy
shit, it's Gator.
Holy shit.
Gator.
Actually, Gator. Death.
It's on this call. It's
death.
real.
Death to a certain people says Logan Paul will sunset KSI plus his family, and then he says some other stuff that I won't repeat. But I am looking forward. I don't know what that fight's going to be like in the Staples Center, but I do know they're going to have actual professional boxing fights before that fight too. So it won't be a complete waste of money. I will still have pretty good seats to see decent actual fights. And then whatever happens with KSI Logan Paul, we'll see. But at least there'll be decent fights before that. But yes, I will be there a week from tomorrow. I don't know about this LA thing, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes next
Ralph
week.
will be present to watch the hate crime in person.
Next time you hear me on the kill stream, I will be in Los Angeles in Dick's studio. So we'll see how that goes. Spanish Inquisition says 5-hour stream also end out. Excuse me, with a certain anthem. Now I know exactly how I want to end, and I know exactly what I want to end with. But let me roll a few callers in before I do that. Kyler, you're on the kill stream. Go. Oh my God. Yes.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey.
What's going on, man? Did we disturb you? What's happening?
I was just eating the dip. It's all good. So anyway, I was thinking I had some stark, cold, ugly truths that your audience needs to hear.
Is that right?
In order of least shocking to most shocking, if you're ready.
All right.
Okay, number 1, Victor Vagina, or whatever his name is, the anime guy, is innocent. Number
Victor
2,
Vagina? I don't think that was his name.
Where the fuck his name is? Victor
No, it's right.
Linguini.
No, you had it right the first time.
That's his nickname, obviously.
Number 2 is Stereos Kokonos abuses women.
Oh,
3.
And he does.
Oh, is that true?
No.
I think I have the story of that.
One time I punched a hole through a door because I got mad. I was drunk. An attractive ex of mine was peer pressuring me.
Come on,
I
Asterios.
go,
Don't
"All
go like
right,
Turner.
I'll fight tonight.
If you treat me wrong, I will destroy you.
As you can clearly hear, this man is an unhinged madman. I would not trust him around anyone, women or people in general.
Sounds like Ron Sawyer. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, number 3, Monday Matt is an unabashed pedophile. Number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yes, I agree.
Number 4 is allegedly, I heard, not making a definitive statement, I heard that Tommy C pays little kids to pee on him at the public pool. So, those are
Oh, thank you, Kyler. I appreciate it.
I can't confirm that. I heard it. I did heard it somewhere. I'm not saying that happened.
Oh, Tommy C, I don't know. Thank you for calling in. All right, let's try to roll some more people in real quick. Ingress, you're on the kill stream, but you're muted, so you don't have long. You better hurry. Oh, still muted. Oh, man, sorry.
Can I just say, Nikki Rackets, are you sorry that you kept interrupting Rand when he was trying to talk?
Yes.
He had some really important points to get out there, and you kind of just stepped all over him.
I actually unironically hate interrupting people. And that's the the nature of not sitting face to face, that you just interrupt people all the time. I would much prefer to interrupt people face to face. Then I do it on purpose.
Let me take in. Let's see here. Hazen Cruz. Oh, but you're muted, sir. You need to unmute. Oh, there you go. Oh,
there he goes. He just wanted to honk the
Best
horn.
caller of the night.
That's all he wanted to do was honk the horn. Oh my God. Let's
He's got a
see.
slide whistle too.
Let's see. Shiggy Diggy, you're on the air, but you are also muted. Oh, and then he left. Shiggy Diggy, no.
Yeah, I thought, Nick, that's all you guys did in court was just interrupt each other and pull out like evidence that hadn't been, put into record and all that kind of stuff. Is that not true?
No, so don't ask this to me like this is cross-exam. Damn. Yeah, well, that and ask the court to take judicial notice that opposing counsel is a giant weeping vagina.
Yeah. Okay.
That too, but yeah.
See, I don't know how it works because every time I've been in court, I've just been trying to think up my next lie. So I don't know.
Don't worry, you're basically a lawyer. You made it. That's all it took.
All right, let's try a couple more. Chicken sandwich, but you're muted. No, God. Chicken sandwich. Come on.
There you go.
Sandwich.
Well, Jesus Christ.
Sandwich.
Got me? Hold the fuck up.
Yeah,
There we
what's
go.
wrong? Yeah, what's wrong with you?
You got me?
Yeah. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I got you.
He left.
Is that it? Sandwich, what's going on here?
I think he's listening to the stream.
All right.
He's afraid.
Fashy,
running
go
away.
ahead.
What? Hey, Ralph.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Hey, I just wanted to congratulate Bibble on all his extra free time after getting fired from his job.
Wow. Yeah, we saw yesterday you were principal allegedly, and you got fired for questioning the Holocaust and.
Now that's not true. I got fired because I said I couldn't confirm. Wait,
That's right.
I mean, no, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I will say, man, if it was you, I'd buy you a beer because that shit's like 45 minutes from my house, bro, for real. Just saying. All right, guys, y'all have a good night, man. Sunset.
Thank you, Fashion Goy. I appreciate it. I ain't gonna take up everybody's time because I know Nick's about to do a stream. Nick, are you doing a stream tonight? Yeah, I was about to say,
I'm doing like 2 minutes from now.
Yeah, I
so
know
gotta...
exactly why I was about to get you off. What are you about to do the stream on though? Quickly, plug it. Quick, plug it.
You can come check out my show. My wife's going to be on. We just saw Joker together earlier tonight, and we're going to talk about that, some other stuff. And then if she takes off at some point in the show, I'll talk more about Nicholas Sandman, who just had permission from the judge to move on to discovery against the Washington Post, which is crazy because his case was dismissed, but they reopened it. So
very good. Your wife's awesome too.
Yeah, that's fucking
wonderful. So that's cool. You guys have a good one. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you joining us, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Jim, what are you going to be up to soon?
Oh shit, I don't know. I'm going to be playing a lot of fucking Luigi's Mansion 3. I know it's exciting, isn't it?
Have you played some already? Because I thought about getting it, and I have so many. I went and bought a GameCube the other day, and I've been playing some retro stuff, and then Outer Worlds as well. Have you played it any yet, or are you just?
No, I just picked it up this morning. I haven't even had a chance to play it yet, but I like the series, so I'm going to be doing that like a dork, like a fucking nerd that I am. So that's what I'm.
Yeah, somebody actually sent me Luigi's Mansion, the original, on GameCube.
Oh, it's a good game.
Yeah, which I thought about playing that. So.
Yeah, it's really good. You should check it out, man.
Yeah, maybe I should play that first. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate you coming back on, man.
Oh, and Jim, real quick before you go, I have to do my duty to the Merchants Guild. People have constantly asked you to watch Seth Seentouch. If you like ER's video reviews on different movies and TV series and stuff, he's like that for video games, and he's fantastic.
No, I know. Yeah, he's got good videos.
Okay, good. You have watched
some of the money.
I had to do my duty as a member of the Merchants Guild.
Of course he knows.
Right.
Come on. Of course he knows. But yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate you
wanted
coming on.
I just wanted
more.
to say, Jim.
Yeah.
Jim, if you ever want to try again, you know where I'm at.
I'm coming for that rematch. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take
Come
that
at
loss
the
back.
king. You come at the king. You best not miss.
All right, take it easy.
Later, Jim.
Have a good one.
Later, man.
Have a good one.
Okay, let's see here. I think that's it. Let me read through. A Horrible Gamer says Antifa bragged about giving kids fentanyl for something. That wouldn't surprise me. Spanish Inquisition. Yeah, for Hollow. It says for Hollow, but it says Holo instead of Hallow, but whatever. Spanish Inquisition gifted a 1-month subscription to Metal Slug. Let's see. So-and-so says Chang knows that Mike Enoch is a so-and-so. Call him out. Kiosk Man says Sunset the Mods. It says some other stuff, but I can't read. Reno Miles says Nikki Rackets is such a Chad. Wowbagger says honk honk. Ecstasy of Thinking says fuck you, Jim. I love you, but the Finder scares me. Reno Miles says we want Jim versus Ethan Thanksgiving game off. We will. I don't know if he's up for it. Sooner or later, I would like to have a rematch of some sort.
Oh boy, here comes
Certainly.
0-14.
Of some sort, I would like it. Spanish Inquisition. No, come on, Gator. Wow, come on, man. You're gonna do me like that? You're not gonna give me any kind of support? Come on,
Look, man,
dude.
I'm just going by the Vegas odds here.
Gator, come on,
That's
man.
what the odds makers tell me.
Come on.
I just
man.
want blood.
The odds say that I will
Ralph,
do better
I love
than
you, your gunt.
Fuck you, dumb. How are you even still alive? What's going on in your country?
Look,
That's why, you know what? That's
it
what I meant
was-
to ask you. No, that's what I meant to ask you. What's going on in Chile?
Oh, the
People are
Civil
sticking
War.
dildos up their
Civil War.
ass. And yeah, basically a civil war is going on. What's happening down there?
Yeah. Oh, there's a big, basically like a coup. A bunch of political parties, the Communist Party and the progressive party called like Puente Alto or whatever. They want power, right? So they organize this mysterious protest where mysteriously buildings started to fucking go on fire as if it was pre-planned. The media falsely reported as
it's a mystery.
Like a spontaneous protest.
Yeah,
it's all a coincidence, a mystery. Yeah, and now we have our queer president.
I love queers and homosexuals.
Yes, our queer president giving all to these parties. Disgusting.
I saw a screenshot with a guy with a dildo up his ass there down the main Chilean street there.
I heard in Chile because everything's getting so bad, people are trying to hide their money, and people are actually having to take diamonds and eat them, and then shit them out, and then eat them every day.
Oh, no!
That's a little far fetched. I don't think anybody would ever do that.
That's true. It's 100% true.
It's true.
See, this is what the helicopters
my money
were for.
safe, people.
Yeah, you need to channel Uncle Augusto and fix some of these problems. I think you're the one to do it.
Yes, I have to kill the communists.
Go fund me. Dame Pesos a helicopter.
They're forcing my hand.
Let's see. Wowbagger says honk honk, ecstasy of thinking. I read that one. Let me see. I read that one. Spanish Inquisition says do it, chat. Sunset me. By the way, shout out to Spanish. Gifted a lot of subscriptions tonight. Thank you for that. Pensive Cowboy says buildings going mysteriously. Any dancing nearby? I'm sure there's no dancing.
Nearby. Did you see any Did you see any dancers near the building?
No, it's not. By the way, if you look
Do
at
they
your
have any,
screen, you're actually looking at killstream.live. That's the new website for the Killstream. I don't have much on there as of yet. I'm going to be adding some stuff over the next few days. But it does have all the podcasts over on the right. It has the latest episode on BitChute over on the left. All the links that you might need for the show. I'm going to add some recaps and some writing and some other stuff over on the website. But there it is, killstream.live. I will shield that there. And who knows? It's good to set up the website. Who knows? One day might be streaming from killstream.live. That's another reason I went ahead and got that. That's another reason I went ahead and got that URL, because I'm looking towards the future. You never know. Obviously, we're lucky to be here on DLive, but you never know. So killstream.live will be the hub there. So yeah, go ahead. Who was going to talk there?
Oh no, I think I figured out also what Bronx was doing in here, because he stopped trying after Dick left. So you think he was trying to run a victory lap on this?
I don't know what was happening with Bronx, because we tried to bring him in a couple times and it didn't work. So
well, he is retarded. So there's that.
I don't know.
He tried to claim that he was somehow behind Henrik getting deplatformed, but nobody buys that. It was the ADL and the SPLC. That was it. Especially the ADL.
Yeah, that shit. I don't know. I don't know what Bronx was up to. I do know he's had problems with audio and Discord and all that. So maybe, but yeah, it was a little strange.
It is flu season after all, so he's got some bigger problems coming up.
We want Bronx to live. Oh, come on. We want him to live a long and healthy life. I'm trying to think. I really don't have anything else except that on Monday I will be in Los Angeles, California for the next kill stream. Also, the Discord's off. There we go. Okay, it's updated. So that's it. I mean, I got a lot of traveling to do. I actually have a bus ride that I'm taking up to the Northern Virginia area because I didn't want to drive my car up there and then pay for all that parking. So I'm taking a bus trip that's like 3 hours up there. Then I'm going to catch the flight to L.A. Then I'll be in L.A. on Monday, I guess sometime in the afternoon Eastern time. So it should be quite the experience, and I'm ready for that to happen. Pensive Cowboy in the Lino chat says, Pause blogger dies of a certain disease live on stream. I do think the audience might actually enjoy that, yeah. But so yeah, we'll see what happens in LA next week.
Not just the audience.
We have Dick Masterson, of course. I'll be at his house. Nick Fuentes is calling in one day. We're going to try to set up some other stuff during the week. I feel like we had a pretty fire program tonight. We had Metokur. He hasn't been on here since, the end of January. I think it was January 23rd or something like that. And we had Nikki Rackets. We had Dick Masterson. We have, of course, the one and only Dame Pesos, the king of Fridays, the Killstream king of Fridays, Dame Pesos. We had him as well.
Yes, I am great.
You are great, exactly. And I feel like we had a pretty good program here.
Mr. Metokur.
Ethan, Ralph, it's me, Metokur.
It's Metokur. He came back.
The saddest part is the Holocaust.
Yes, that's very sad, Metokur.
Oh, and I also want to shout out Full Blast Forever again for the YouTube reload up. He had I think close to 1,000 viewers also on YouTube. So
yeah, check that. We had 2 point something here on D-Lob and then another 1,000 on YouTube restream. So shout out to everybody watching there. Come over to D-Lob. There's nothing to be scared about. You can come over here and watch too. But that being said, I do know some people
come
have
over
some...
to watch us.
Yeah, come over here to watch us fine. But I will say that I do know that there's some technical issues with D-Lob and some people, have some problems like that. So I understand. But anyway, that's it. Bibble, dlob.tv/Bibble, Ranbot. I don't know where he's at, but we love Ranbot.
A free cat or whatever.
Yeah, every cat. Let's see. Dame, what are you going to be doing soon?
Oh, I'm gonna have muchos videos, and I'm gonna also I wanna shout out the Tampos on Monday Matt's YouTube channel. Only if it's an honest opinion, you can give your honest opinion.
Exactly.
About
Monday
Matt on the Monday Matt.
Well,
YouTube
wait,
videos.
Dame, does it have to be about the video, or can it be like a downvote saying that he's a flaggett?
It has to be. No, it has to be your honest opinion.
Has to be honest.
Well, no, I honestly think that he's a fat flaggett.
No, we only support
Because
honesty.
you're being honest.
No,
You're being honest, and
if
it's
you
your honest
honestly
opinion.
believe it. Dame
You have to
Pesos.
appreciate the honesty.
Dame, thank you once again. Gator, dlive.tv/Gator, the Gator Gamer over on YouTube and on Twitter as well. Gator, thank you, man.
As always, buddy.
Bibble, thank you as well, sir.
Thank you.
Flamenco, thank you.
Yeah, I'll be streaming after this on dlive.tv/.
I knew it! I knew you would be!
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be playing some more Darkest Dungeon. And
go watch him. Go watch him.
My guys are going to keep on dying.
Darkest mode, dlive.tv/Bibble. Dame, thank you, sir. Play something. Hit something before I cut you guys off.
Yes, thank Metokur.
Yeah, thank Metokur.
Yes,
thank
Metokur,
you.
Ralph.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate you.
I love your gunt.
Thank you.
Oh, that was a nice thing for you
I
to
love your
say.
gunt.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, guys.
what?
I appreciate you coming on.
lovely.
I appreciate you coming on the kill stream. That's it. That's it.